Yo, main coin fam, it's Bitget wallet. Hot pick, send me Mex, let's do our thing. Tools so sharp, we're changing the game. Find the next 1000X, remember the name. Hot picks got the alpha top tier flow. AI meets hype, now your bags can grow. Meme X drops coins as they launch in sight. Solana, ETH, Tron, it's a trader's delight. Wow, Bitget wallet, the place to trade. Tools so smooth, every move gets paid. Real-time gems and liquidity too. Meme frenzy's here, it's all up to you. Okay, line charts, insights on display. Smarter trades made every single day. Profit in view, let your wallet ignite. Bitget wallet keeps your goals in sight. Yeah, download now, don't let it wait. Bitget wallet where legends create. From meme coin trends to the trading flow, it's your go-to wallet, let's watch it grow. Download now, don't let it wait. Go! Bitget wallet where legends create. From meme coin trends to the trading flow, it's your go-to wallet, let's watch it grow!
Good evening, we are back again for another Trump special. I've got my finest Trump outfit on and I cannot wait for today. Who'd have thought it? The White House, a crypto event, and we're going to be documenting it all throughout the night, live streaming it. We're going to be watching it together for the next 3-4 hours, however long it takes. We're going to be giving you live commentary throughout. I'm going to be reading out some of your comments. I can see you, Boss Hamal, in the comment section there. Stan, Nabil, Nick Crypto. Thank you so much for joining us so far. We've got over 14,000 people already. Let's get straight into it. Let's have a look at some of the charts and let's see exactly what is going on within the markets. So as you can see, at the minute in front of us, we've got the Bitcoin chart loaded up, and we're going to break down exactly how the markets are reacting right now. So the global cryptocurrency market cap is currently sat at $2.9 trillion. In the last 24 hours, that is a decrease of 0.65%. Now, currently, Bitcoin is sat at 88K, and in the last 24 hours, there's a decrease of 0.68%. Ethereum is at $2,175, down 1.29%. Of course, we're going to talk about XRP today because there's a lot of talk from the US around XRP. We're talking at it being around about $2.48 right now, down 3.6% in the last 24 hours. And we're going to talk about Solana. Of course, the surprise addition for many is $145, up 1.15%. Now, today we are going to be welcoming guests, friends, people to just come on and share their thoughts on the space as it is. And today we've got some great KOLs, some great friends of Bitget Wallet joining us today. And we're actually going to be giving away a lot of money very, very soon. Now, Trump will be joining us, or we'll be watching the Trump stream the moment Donald Trump goes live. So stay tuned for that. And in the interim, we are, of course, going to break down everything that is happening within the markets. Now, I'm going to pull up a good friend of ours, Crypto Godwin, to the stage. Hopefully you can hear us there, Crypto Godwin. A warm welcome to you to today's live stream. Fingers crossed you can hear me. Just turn your microphone on when Godwin, and it's an absolute pleasure to have you here with us.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here, by the way. And I'm sure you can hear me and you can see me. So, hey, chat, how you all doing? How's everybody doing today? And it's indeed a very special event. And I just hope to be able to contribute enough to what the people want to hear, what the people want to understand, Jamie. So thanks for pulling me up.
I'm sure you will. Everybody loves to hear your insights. And listen, let's break it up straight away. Let's get straight into it. Like, Crypto Godwin, what are your thoughts on the current market? And then, secondly to that, what does today or tonight, wherever you are in the world, it's pretty late here in Dubai, what does tonight's event actually mean for the wider space?
I mean, for the well, my current thoughts about the market. Let me start from there. Thank you for the question. So my current thoughts about the market as regarding Bitcoin, I like to say Bitcoin controls the market, and whatever goes on with Bitcoin is going to affect the other altcoins respectfully. So my current thoughts of the market is that the Bitcoin is currently doing a sell. Last night was pretty amazing because I was talking to a friend of mine via phone, and I told her you can go short on Bitcoin right now. And minutes before I said that, we saw Bitcoin going from 92,000 to 85,000, which was pretty wild though. But in my thoughts, a lot of people are still doing a lot of sell-offs in the market, and the market has a fair value gap waiting to be fulfilled on another block below. So I think there's a current sell in the market, but that is not to panic. I mean, it happens all the time. Crypto goes up and down. It's indeed a volatile asset. So there's just a little bit of a hiccup, but we're going to be back strongly. And as for tonight events, one of the things we haven't experienced in crypto in a long while is something like this, something really bullish to shape the market. When you have a crypto-centric president, Trump, which we all know America kind of have this impact on the rest of the world. When you have this crypto-centric president, judging from everything Trump has been doing since his inauguration into office, you should know that this is either going to make or break the fate of crypto as we know it today. But I believe more in making a bullish change or bullish trend in the market moving forward from this event that's about to happen today.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's super interesting, right, in terms of the way in which the markets are actually reacting to what is going on and where we're at with things. And it's just fascinating to see the public's reaction to things. I mean, obviously, you're based in Africa. You've just joined the Bitget Wallet team representing us there. Do you want to talk a little more in detail about your role and what your thoughts are? Perhaps some bullish plans on the African market?
Well, yeah, okay. So thanks. And for those of you who actually don't know, Jamie just announced it. I am the regional growth market manager for Bitget Wallets Africa. So I am glad to assume this position. And since I came into the Bitget Wallet, I've been actually working on the back end of the Bitget Wallet for about 8 months now before assuming this position. But this position actually allows Africa to be very much inclusive in the market's trends as regards Bitget Wallet. So Bitget Wallets have extended their arms to further develop the untapped market in Africa. As most of you know, African has one of the biggest untapped crypto markets, with Nigeria particularly being the second largest crypto market in the world, and we have other African countries alike. So what this is going to enable us to do is that first of all, we're going to shape the face of finance as we know it today. So there are a lot of financial constraints and a lot of barriers when it comes to financial transaction within the market, because a lot of people are not so crypto centric and they don't have knowledge about crypto. So thanks to the Bitget Wallet team and with my collaboration and Bitget, we'll be able to push this ideas and these innovations even to the grassroots level, down to anywhere in Africa. And Africans have, over time suffered a kind of it's a barrier. Everything, almost everything about crypto looks like a barrier when it comes to Africa, because we just have a little to no choice on our choice of wallets to use or storage facilities. Most of the time, you've heard a lot of terrible news in the past, and we're still hearing them about a lot of wallets being siphoned and all of that. But I would say since my coming into the Bitget Wallet team, and there have been probably less than 10 cases. I've never heard though. I've never heard, but it's less than 10 cases. If I was to be factual, I would say it's less than 10 cases of any wallets being drained. So I think it's such a good opportunity for Africa, and Bitget is coming at such, a pivotal moment to develop an untapped market. So, on behalf of the African community, we're very eager to, work with Bitget, and the African community has already been embracing Bitget right from my announcement. You can see the way the African community reacted, and they're very eager to, do a lot with the Bitget team. So yeah, we are very optimistic over here on all the things, and I plan to reach out down to the grassroots, like I said, even to the colleges, meet a lot of colleges, because when I was in college, we didn't have this opportunity. So when somebody like me steps up to the team, it's better off to give back to people like me, or people who was once in the position that I was in college, not having the right information or the right access to store my crypto. And I lost a lot of couple of dollars in this life, due to the fact that I've been hacked a couple of times, but I've never been hacked in Bitget Wallet. So you can only imagine. It doesn't take the smartest person in the room to figure out where to keep your crypto at the end of the day. So Africa belongs to Bitget. So that is it. Under my
Love that energy. And for people wondering as well, by the way, why I've got this on the screen next to us while we're talking, the moment Donald Trump comes on the screen or we start hearing anything crypto related, I'm going to add the sound to it. Just at the moment, we're going to get some guests on. We're going to give away some prizes, some money, some BGB, some USDT, some Meow tokens. We're just going to have some fun for the next few hours. The minute this goes live, we are all in. Don't worry about it. But Crypto Godwin, it's so exciting to hear the passion of which you speak, of course, around not only mass adoption and the way that we want people to, enter the space potentially for the first time, but actually the ease of access. And it's very often underplayed. Very often when you talk about broadening technology up to wider circles, people just think that it's not attractive. It's not sexy work, right? But actually, in order for the space to be successful long term, we need to onboard as many different people from all around the world as possible. Crypto Godwin, I can see that we've been joined by one of our good friends from the Chinese region, Kaji. Hopefully you can hear us nice and clearly. You are now live, Kaji. Congratulations on making it through to us. How are you doing this evening? I know it's super late for you. I'd love to get your thoughts on the Donald Trump Crypto White House Summit. What do you think about it?
Hi. Oh, hi, Jamie. A cool hairstyle.
Thank you. It's not real. My real hair is underneath, but we've got to go
Oh,
looking the part for today, haven't we?
cool. Okay. I would pass the camera because I'm already in the bed, Um, hi, 这个 sorry, I am the official speaker of Bitget Wallet for CN, and it's nice to see all of you guys here and wait for the win of Web3. Although it's already early morning at my time zone, but who can ignore such an announcement, right? Actually, I held a space about Trump trends yesterday, and many speakers and audience are not quite positive about the market yet. But I really want to catch a meeting related mean gyms tonight. But I might fall asleep at any time.
Yeah, I know. Well, Donald Trump is actually due to speak in 1 hour, 15 minutes time, but I think it's super unpredictable. This is why we've got the streamer next to our faces, just to ensure we capture it the moment that they do go live. I think from a Chinese perspective, obviously we've heard about how Africa may react. I'd love to hear from a Chinese/Asian perspective. We talk about Donald Trump, we talk around the politics and the tariffs, all of this kind of hot air that we hear coming out at the moment in the news. But how is it? What's the realistic viewpoint of the majority or the overall consensus for what today's actual crypto summit may bring to the markets? Are people over in those markets bullish, or are they taking a step back and thinking, actually, this might be a bearish moment?
Actually, I opened a short position at at 60 of Trump coin. So I sell all my Ethereum and Bitcoin at December last year. So I have no idea for this market, a current market, actually.
So it sounds a short position and you're prepared to sleep on it, you must be pretty confident that the prices are going down. I mean, Crypto Godwin, have you entered any positions? What are you thinking? What's your personal move for today with what's coming up?
Well, I closed my short position on BTC earlier on, so I caught a short position from $92,000, and we ran down to $87,000 where I closed the short position, because I understand that when fundamentals take action on the market is going to react even with a short pump, and that could kick you out of the market. So when things like this happen, these are news, and the market reacts to news most of the time. So I don't want to be caught in that position. What I'm waiting for is the moment you got Trump doing the "Hello, people. I am Donald Trump." You know how he does it with an accent. The market is going to definitely react to that, making a short pump, and I'm gonna be in on that. I've already set an entry, and it goes both ways at the end of the day. I might be surprised, and somebody else might be surprised today, but I'm buying. I'm buying BTC, by the way, but
So
it
it's
is not a
really
financial price.
Yeah, you're so different to each other. This is fascinating to hear that one of you is thinking, let's offload quickly, let's gamble or bet on the price going down, and the other one is obviously increasing their bags of Bitcoin. This is what this kind of topic, and this is what this man or individual is actually doing across the world on many different aspects, but especially with crypto right now. I mean, even as much as 3-4 months ago, if you would have told me there was going to be a crypto summit at the White House, I'd have probably laughed for a good 10 minutes. So that in itself is remarkable for the space and the marketing around it. Who knows what's going to happen? I think on the topic of marketing, you're both very good marketers within the space, Godwin and Kadji. What are some of the longer term impacts or effects that we may see from the events that are going to happen this evening? Should we start with you, please, Kadji? Have you still got us there, Kadji? If not, Godwin, you're more than welcome to answer that question for me, please, buddy.
Well, in the long run of crypto, there's already been a hype with people expecting a longer weighted bull market, right? Now, before that happens, if I've been talking about certain things for a while now for those people who were in crypto in 2020 and 2019, right? Now, in 2020, we're seeing a Bitcoin repeat the same pattern it did back then, where almost everything is going to dump. Now, why you need to understand that things are going to dump before they go up is that people are not stupid, right? And they want to buy things at the cheap. So what better way to do it than buy it at the cheap? Now, we've seen a lot of things that are obviously evidence of market manipulations, but who are we to question the market, right? So now people are waiting to buy at the cheap, and most people are DCAing. So at the long term, there's going to be a very long pump in the market, at least a pump that hopefully last a long time, because Donald Trump had announced that they would be investing over the course of 4 years $1 trillion into the market, and they don't plan to sell off till after 25 years. So that is a very bullish market, bullish news for the market, and that is going to trigger a lot of people, the likes of BlackRock, JP Morgans, and MicroStrategy to increase their holdings as well. So it is going to be a bullish market after all at the long run.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you've brought some very solid points there. I think for the community watching, I can see some of the comments coming through. I can see one there from Kichiro-san. Bearish money gone into bonds, all-time safe bets due to war. I mean, the various opinions coming in the comment section, it is really interesting. What I do want to say is we are going to do our first giveaway. Our first giveaway is going to be super exciting. I'm going to put the link on the chat, also on the live stream. So be ready to receive your red packets. And we're going to do it. How much should we do it for first? Let me have a quick look. How generous am I feeling to kick us off with? How much should we do, Godwin? How much should we do? Let me have a
Let's
look.
just go on with a 50,
Yeah, I mean,
just
let's go with
start
50. They go all the way up to 250. We're giving away many opportunities to win a prize today. So, okay, let's start off with 50. Let's start off with 50 and get this going out there. 1 second. It should be okay. 1 second. We're going to get that in there in a sec. It should be okay there. Okay, so in the next 5 minutes, the link will be live for everybody. 1 second, I can just see it there. Okay, cool. Perfect. In the next 5 minutes, the link will be ready. We're just loading the money up in there for you to be able to receive your prizes. Okay, cool. I will get on with that in a moment. I mean, Charles, you know, from your perspective, we're literally 1 hour, 8 minutes away from what is going to happen. Are you going to be staying up all night to watch this? Is this real talk, or are you going to go to bed and pray that your bags are safe in the morning? Can you hear me there, Godwin?
Yeah, well, I rather stay up to like check what is going to happen, because I want to be up when it all happens, when it all goes green or goes sour. So I want to be up, so I'm going to be staying up to check it. I'm going to be staying up. I want to know what happened. I don't want to be told stories.
It's a very, very interesting couple of hours ahead of us, that's for sure. I can see that in the comments. I joined Bitget because of Jamie. Best decision ever. B, you deserve a prize. Thank you very much. That is very, very kind. Captain B&B Army will be up watching. Good to hear. Yo, that's huge. Thank you. Some of the comments coming through are absolutely tremendous. Okay, I think it's time to give away the first lot of money. Are we ready to do this? I think we are. Okay, so the first one is USDT. You need to get your Bitget wallet app ready because it's time to give away some funds. $50 is, I think, is a good start. We're giving away a lot of money today. We're going to be building up all the way to $250 drops. I know, we got rich here, didn't we, all of a sudden with all of these giveaways? It's pretty insane. Let me get ready. So the comment, I'm going to basically put it into the live chat, pin it to the screen. It's a race. Not everybody's going to win. There are going to be some people crying in the comments, but please do keep trying. We're going to be spending a lot of money on these today, and stick around for today's live stream. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone. You can see the link on the screen. You need to follow that link. You can also see it in the comment section on YouTube and X on all our profiles. And we're giving away $50 there straight away. So congratulations to those who have won. If you have won, please do let us know in the comments. Fingers crossed, you know, we get some nice winners in there. Perfect. Kaji, can you hear me okay now? Hopefully you've got me loud and clear.
Yes, sure. I'm
amazing,
here.
amazing. No, I know it's getting late in Asia where you are right now. So what I want to do is I want to ask you one final question so we can let you get off to bed and get some sleep.
Oh, okay. I will hear clearly.
What is the price of Bitcoin going to be this time tomorrow? If you had to bet, if you had to put a prediction on it, what is the price of Bitcoin going to be this time tomorrow?
Well, I think it would be over 10,000, maybe 100,000. Oh, sorry,
You think it's going to be over
100,000.
100,000 tomorrow?
Yes, and yes, actually, this bull market is relatively longer compared to the previous ones, you know. So in China, traders are always are preparing to exit. And a feng shui master. A feng shui master told me that there will be a bullish in June, but I think this after this meeting, this might break the master's prediction of the bullish June. Maybe it will come tomorrow. You know.
Yeah, who knows? It could come tomorrow. You never know, do you? That's the thing.
Yes.
It's fascinating. It is absolutely fascinating. It's also fascinating that you said you're going short, but you still think that Bitcoin is going to go over 100K. So I think long term, your vision for Bitcoin is actually super bullish, but short term, you're unsure. Is that maybe correct to say?
Yes. Do you think Trump will make some very radical crypto statement later?
You do? Okay, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? That would be absolutely fascinating if he does. I hope he does, to be honest, because, at the moment, a lot of the comments that he's said, really, they've not really meant too much, let's be totally honest with you. It's just been signing a piece of paper saying that he believes, if somebody else believes, he believes. They're not actually spending money, but are they spending money? Are they just using the Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies that they managed to get their hands on already? Are they going to use tax dollars to buy Bitcoin in the future? It's not 100% clear just yet, is it? So I think once that becomes a lot clearer, hopefully by the end of this evening stream, we should be good. By the way, guys, for anybody that missed that red packet, we are also going to be tweeting the link. I've just tweeted the link now in reply to this live stream over on the Bitget wallet account. So please head over to the Bitget wallet live stream. It's much easier probably to pick the links up. I can see B picked up some USDT. Congratulations on picking up your prize there. Okay, Kajik, thank you so much for joining us. I know you've probably got to get to sleep now, but I really do appreciate you, spending some time with us. Thank you so much for spending your evening. Thank you again for your insights.
Yes, thank you, Jamie, and thank you, Gatvin. I just remembered that I also heard your introduction this afternoon, and it's very interesting. Have a good night.
Thank you very
All
much.
right.
Have a great evening. Okay, cool. Godwin, do you want to stay for another 5-10 minutes or so?
Yeah, that's cool. I got 5 minutes.
Awesome. I'm going to invite a very, 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 very good friend of mine, John Crypto Enthusiast, up to the stage. Now, welcome, John. You're live now on the stream. We have
How's it going, Jamie?
53,000 people that have tuned in so far. So welcome to today's stream. We are
Brilliant.
aiming to make this a record-breaking stream. Anything above 350,000 throughout the next few hours breaks it. So that's what we're on track for. We are going to absolutely try our best. But John, why don't you introduce yourself, buddy?
Well, thanks for introducing me. I'm John Crypto Enthusiast. Been in the market since 2021. Jamie got me into the market by just watching one singular video of him shilling crypto to me. Changed my life forever. And I've been crypto mad ever since. But yeah, I mean, what a night this is for crypto. Short term, I'm a buy the rumor, sell the news. But long term, this is so bullish for crypto. Really, really happy. I'll be up all night. Ready for this. My wife's going to be really mad at me.
Oh, believe me, I know the feeling on that one. It's already 11 p.m. I'm screaming the house down, but we're all good for that, I think, John. Tonight we've got a pass. We can scream, we can shout, we can have some fun with it.
Yeah, well, I'm literally in the garden shed. I've been setting up the Wi-Fi for just being outside, so I can go a little bit, a bit noisy. Not going to wake up the kids. The wife can just stay in the house and not listen to crypto. It gets mental. And they don't like it, but it's honestly one of my passions. And I know it's yours, awesome. Jamie.
I think we're going to come on to some more of your passions, especially the music side, a little bit later. I can see we've been joined as well by another good friend of mine, Brad. I'm going to just remove the comment section there, hide current comment, because we're covering your face. Now, Brad, everybody should be able to see you. Welcome, buddy, to the stream. How are you doing? It's great to see you again. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi guys. So I'm Brad, also known as Crypto Brad. So I've been in the game since 2019. I've followed Jamie initially before he joined Bitget, and we've had a lot of conversations over the years. And yeah, I'm just feeling absolutely amazed at what's going on right now. We've finally hit the time for mass adoption. And to be fair, guys, this is just going to get better and better. And I'd like to congratulate Jamie on his recent new addition to the family. And yeah, this is just going to be a mad year. But yeah, myself, I'm a tradie. I'd like to say I'm pretty down to earth, so I chat a lot of rubbish and say a lot of things that a little bit outrageous. Yeah, but for the most part, guys, I'm very, very bullish, especially for this stream. I'm really excited to be here. So thank you, Jamie, for having me. And I'm repping Bitget today. So
I
Let's
love
get
that.
it.
He's got the Bitget merch on as well. He's a grade A pupil. There we go. Well, and I think John's got some on as well. We love to see it. Thank you very much for your well wishes as well about the baby. Okay, guys. So we're pretty much all over the world right now, and I think that we've all got different opinions. I don't know if you heard Crypto Godwin. Crypto Godwin is a fantastic KOL representing Africa in many aspects. So I think now is probably a good time to get into the meat of it. Let's just chew the fat. What's going to happen tonight? I want to get your honest opinions. Crypto Godwin's already given us his. John, over to you, buddy.
I think it could be buy the rumor, sell the news. It's always that kind of thing. Will it come down quite quickly and then shoot up again? I mean, we've seen that, quite a few times over the years, where the market makers take it down a certain way or up a certain way, just to liquidate and then send it higher. So we've seen it all before. Right now, I haven't got a place. I'm just going to see where the market goes. Honestly, this week, next week, the weeks to come, I'm bullish. But I'm sitting in the sidelines like a bit of a wuss. But I think that's what you've got to. I think that's kind of what you've got to do. You've got to look at the market like long term bullish. What's going to happen short term? Are we going to enter the market right now with the risk of volatility? This week to come, I'm bullish. We're going higher, over 100k, no problem.
I mean, Brad, what do you think about that?
I completely agree. To be honest, looking at Bitcoin historical data, April tends to be a very bullish month leading through to May. So definitely we're going to see the Bitcoin standard carry on as it has. Everyone tends to look at historical data when it comes to Bitcoin and the way the market actually moves. But I definitely think from tonight, personally, what we're going to see is Trump come out regarding United States based projects with the 0% capital gains tax. That's my personal opinion, based over a year long-term hold. And then I definitely think it's going to be especially bullish for XRP. Obviously, the SEC are dropping court cases like flies. So it's definitely going to get more and more bullish as this month continues. But as poised for Solana, I definitely think is going to move to significant numbers. Bitcoin, I think this next run up, obviously, if we look at the previous bull runs, we're 5 to 10x in most blue chips, and Bitcoin has jumped major levels since I first entered the market. So looking at the way things are going, especially with the ETFs coming up, I definitely think for Cardano, XRP, and Solana, we are poised for extremely significant gains. Ethereum isn't performing well. It's not performing as well as I would have hoped this year. But I think that Ethereum will make a comeback. I think it's more of a talking price movement wise, I reckon we'll probably see maybe a 2x from this point. But Ethereum is coming down on that ladder. That Ethereum dominance will eventually drop significantly. And there are a lot of upcoming blue chips like Sui, which are definitely going to jump to the front stage. And with US-based cryptocurrencies at this point in time, it's just going to get more bullish, more bullish, more bullish. With the recent announcement of the AI facility that's coming up in, I believe it's Arizona. It's about $137 billion investment for AI supercomputing chips. If you actually look at that and then compare it to the state of crypto at the minute, obviously we've had multiple different projects come out over the past couple of years, and I definitely think that is going to be still the narrative. I think there's a lot of narratives that are opening up as we go on. Previous narratives that we previously looked at. Obviously, when you look at sort of like the newer DeFi sectors, we're seeing a lot of sort of reflection schemes and different little things coming back that we've seen in previous markets. But I definitely think when we're talking blue chips, that we are going to see significant gains. So come I reckon personally, come the end of next week, we'll be pushing right around sort of all-time highs. The next upswing, I definitely think we'll see around 150k Bitcoin.
I mean, that would be pretty interesting, wouldn't it? By the way, guys, you know, this brings back memories for me. The next guest that I'm pulling up with us, by the way, this is a little surprise for everyone. Steve, the Sussex trader. Here he
Oh,
is.
how's it going, Steve?
Yo,
Hi,
Steve.
John. Oh, hi, Brad. How are we? All right,
Here he
Donald,
is.
how are we doing? You okay, Donald?
This gives me, I don't know whether it's trauma or
Vibes.
PTSD, late
Nostalgia.
night with Steve the Sussex trader in my ear again. No, it's a pleasure to have you back, Steve. We were last having a drink in Dubai a week ago, so it's a
We
bit.
were, mate. It feels like a distant memory now.
I know it was a long time. But what do you think of the outfit anyway?
I'm so glad you got to recycle it again.
Me too. You know,
So I was wondering if it would ever get
this
used again.
tie, it cost me a fortune. So
When you text me to say, "Do you want to come on a stream tonight for the wallet?" I was, "Oh, wicked, yeah." I was thinking this would be all professional, something serious to do with this big crypto summit, and here you are in a Donald Trump wig and white shirt and a tie.
well, this is my version of the White House summit. So now what's going to happen is, for those that are just tuning in, we're giving away a load of cash, a load of money, some Meow
okay.
tokens from USDT, and we're going to be giving that out throughout the stream. We'll probably do it again in the next 5 minutes. We're going to drop another red packet. So get your Bitget wallet app ready. And if you want the best chance to be able to claim, head on over to the Bitget wallet Twitter, watch the stream there. And I'm actually also going to be replying to the live stream with the correct link, so you can just jump straight in and it gives you the fastest chance to get it. Because, of course, only a select people or group of people get it. Steve, what's your thoughts on tonight? Is it going to be a non-event? Is the market going to pump? What's your thoughts?
I think it's going to be a non-event tonight. It's
Well,
my
do you want to
honest
elaborate,
opinion.
Steve? Go on then,
It's
X,
my-
like
well,
getting
I
blocked.
just
No,
think
come
tonight.
on.
I think that it's not meant to be this easy for everybody. They're not going to let everybody make money easily. This crypto strategic reserve is bullish, but they've already said they're not going to actively buy Bitcoin. They're just going to stop selling the ones that they confiscated off people. So, like, you know, where does that leave us? But it does mean that it legitimizes Bitcoin for people like Apple and all these other big companies to come wading in. But they don't want to buy Bitcoin at 88,000. They want it lower. So I think we will push lower over the next few weeks, maybe months, before we get what we want.
I've got to say, Steve, I'm of a very similar opinion. I think if you look at the last 3 months in terms of on-chain transactions, they're actually on the decrease. They've been on the decrease for actually a lot longer, since October last year. And you look at the price of Bitcoin over that period of time, we've seen significant uprise in the price of Bitcoin actually over that set time period. So you would suggest, or that statistic would suggest, that retail are not or no longer propping up the price of Bitcoin as per the 2021 bull run. That alone would show significant sell pressure. So over a period of time with a major announcement like this, when there's tests of the market, that's what creates a buy the rumor, sell the news event. Of course, that's not financial advice, but that's what I've got in my mind. I'd love to get your take on this, please.
Well, from a trader's perspective, if you look at the weekly chart, there is what looks to be a possible double top forming, and if that does validate, then I would say we could see as low as 70 before any more moves significantly up to the upside. That's unless Donald posts a tweet or something else happens that artificially props us up, like last weekend. Because don't forget, before that tweet came out last week, we were at 79, 80. We were down in the low 80s because you and I spoke. Because I told you I'd started buying when we tapped 77, and I was like, Jamie, I've just bought some Bitcoin at 77. And you were telling me that you're sitting on the sidelines waiting for lower. But yeah, I will be disappointed if we don't go up, but they're not going to make it easy. Why would they make it easy for us to make money? Now they've entered this market.
The comments are getting stuck into you guys, and they're also supporting you. So, I mean, I'm loving this community engagement.
How do we see the comments? I want to see it. Do I have to go on
If you
Twitter?
click the comment section on the right-hand side, you can see them. Or I can read them out to you, especially the mean ones if you want, Steve. No issue.
Read any, man. I'm pretty, mate, a man of my age, I'm pretty thick-skinned. I don't care.
What I'm going to say is we're going to drop the next gift in the next 3-4 minutes, so get yourselves ready on that. I do want to bring the traffic maybe a little bit away from tonight, but it's going to come back into it. The topic of meme coins. You know, we saw Donald Trump, of course, whether you want to call that a meme coin or not. For me, it's fundamentally everything that a meme coin is. It's based on nothing other than community, if you can even call it that, and hype or speculation or whatever the hell it is. But unfortunately, it's decreased significantly in price. Meme coins have served a purpose for a lot of people as a gateway or as an entry into the space. They create communities. Those communities then go out and potentially look at other tokens and take more serious, effect long-term into the space. And for me, I think it's wrong to sit here and say bad things about meme coins, to be totally honest, because for many, they are the gateway and they educate people on the space. However, what are the chances, and this is a little bit out there, that Donald Trump includes Trump token in a potential reserve? I'd love to get your thoughts on this. Let's start with you, please.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, as it were coming down, I was like, well, anything below $50 Donald Trump coin, anything below $40 Donald Trump coin, anything below $30. I was saying, oh, it's a great price. It's a great price. But then it's gone down, and then we've gone to $16.
13.
I mean, $13 now.
$13.12. You know how I know that?
Yeah,
because I bought some today.
So anything below $13 is a good price. I mean, look, I don't think he's. I mean, he's done crazier things, right? He's done crazier things. I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's going to stick to the Bitcoin, Solana, the top
never get away with it.
Because no, I don't think so. But that doesn't mean that meme coins are going to drastically go down if he doesn't put a meme coin into the reserve. The fact that he's got Solana in there, and that's predominantly meme coins, where the meme coins are at, as the price of Solana goes up, and I fully expect a really good 4-5x on Solana. Not financial advice, but as that goes up, the meme coins will go. You like that, Steve? Not financial advice.
Crypto is risky, blah blah, and so on and so forth. That's right.
So as Solana goes up, other memes will go up with it. And I think it's like you've got to pick. I mean, Pump Fun ruined it for me. But at the end of the day, it's about building communities, and Pump Fun really didn't do that.
It did at the start, but it just got a bit silly, didn't it?
It's got a little bit silly. It's got a little bit silly. So for me, it ruined the space right now. But there is communities out there that off Pump Fun and started by themselves off Pump Fun. That are really working hard and doing the things. So having 20,000 meme coins made in a day, I think it's a little bit of a farce.
It's excessive. It's really excessive.
But, I mean, you've got incredible communities out there. It's just really doing research and looking for them.
I'm gonna throw my hat on this and say that Murad's meme coin super cycle is not a thing and will never be a thing. We are not going to see a meme coin super cycle. It is purely purely engagement farming. A handful of memes that make it to the top, but that will come out of this. But some of these ones he keeps talking about are so massively down, and people can't hold on for dear life now. That they say about the community thing, people are just in and out, and they're looking for the next.
It's a different time. It's a different time. It's not 2021 anymore. It's a completely different time. I mean, it really was the wild. It is really the Wild West now. Before, you could pick a meme like Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, even Floki, and returns happened and what have you. they were the predominant ones in 2021, and of course you had the Safe Moon and things like that. But
God, take me
this-
back to the BSC 2021 days.
We all know that too well.
5% buy and sell taxes and
yeah. Well,
oh,
do you
take
know
me
what
back
makes
to
me?
those
Do
days.
you know what makes me laugh? Do you know what makes me laugh is that we struggled through 2021 with some transactions and what have you, and then they've got it perfect on BSC on the Binance Smart Chain. They've got it perfect, and now we've gone to something that the transactions don't go through again. So it always makes me laugh. Always makes me laugh that we've skipped and we've gone to something that just the transactions fail. So
Let me
Yeah.
just
You're
jump in
the-
quickly
go
just
on.
to answer some of the questions in the comment section. Yes, we absolutely are going to be watching the moment Donald Trump speaks about crypto live from the Crypto Summit. We're tuning straight in. I'll be muting everybody's mics. Don't worry about that. We are going to be giving away some money in the next minute. I want you to retweet this spaces, like it, drop as many comments as possible. We're just about to hit 70,000 viewers. So thank you very much to everybody that's tuned in so far. And I think
Wow.
it's in terms of nice, tidy housekeeping. Please, nothing here is financial advice. You should always go away and do your own research. The only financial advice I can give you is Bitget wallet, of course, is the best wallet that you could possibly ever need to download. And that is all I need to tell you. Sorry to jump in there. I do want to take it on a little bit of a pivot and talk about the tariffs and talk about some of the, I'm going to say initiatives or master strokes or plans that the man on the screen right now is talking about. Do we think this is going to have a wider implication within the crypto space? I want to bring the comparison here to Turkey. The reason that I'm going to Turkey is the native currency, frankly, in the last 5-6 years is hugely volatile. Many Turkish people then have resorted to cryptocurrency or other forms of assets to try and protect their funds internationally or nationally, actually, within their own country to try and battle inflation. Now, when you're putting tariffs on things in certain countries, you're actually putting pressures on imported goods and exported goods that are coming in and out, which clearly then has a huge implication on the native currency. Now, when we're talking about Mexico and Canada, and we're talking about countries like this, can they be squeezed to the likes of Turkey? And will we see adoption accelerate in those areas? Let's make this a little bit more crypto related. Who wants to kick off with some thoughts on that?
Okay. Go on. Well, I definitely think sort of the more, I wouldn't say Turkey's a deprived nation at all. I think they're very well off. But the more sort of deprived nations, especially ones like you say, Turkey's currency has become very highly volatile, are definitely going to benefit in a sense, reverting to sort of cryptocurrency. But obviously, Turkey does a lot of deals with Europe. Such as Greece, they're right on the border of Greece, so they literally trade goods all the time. I think with US tariffs, I think the best thing that politicians can do is a like for like. That way, it's going to sort of balance out to a degree. We've already seen Trump absolutely hammer Canada and Mexico. He's doing some pretty outrageous things. I think he's got the nuts to throw Trump meme coin in the reserve, just to put that out there. But I definitely think that it's needed for the US. If you look at things sort of such as NATO, the World Economic Forum, it's hard to sort of justify the amount of contribution that Europe has done in comparison to America, because obviously the amount of GDP they put towards these specific categories, it should sort of be balanced out when you're in sort of like a trade union or something like that. I think it's only fair, and I think Trump is doing what he thinks is best by his country. That's more of a political view, which I'm subject to both views, but I definitely think these tariffs, they're a little bit outrageous, but I think they're necessary to sort of put the foot down. And where we're looking at Trump integrating crypto into the Federal Reserve sort of thing, I definitely think it's going to make a lot of countries actually open their eyes. Obviously, we saw the MICA bill come in a few years ago, But if he does pull this off with the 0% capital gains tax, I definitely think it will be beneficial to a lot of countries to follow suit. And then when it does come down to, this is where I think like sort of things like XRP start integrating, is where they could use the standards such as HBAR or XRP or so on and so forth to actually use that network to charge the tariffs. So to be fair, mate, we saw it happen with Ukraine. When Russia and Ukraine went to war, we saw a lot of Ukrainians revert to Bitcoin and actually trade in Bitcoin, purely because the Ukrainian currency just went to basically zero.
Russians did as well because of tariffs and being able to.
Well, yeah.
Right, yeah.
A lot of people actually put loads of money in. Well, I can't remember what the Russian standard is, but people threw millions into it. And I definitely think when we come out the other side of this, I definitely think that would be a decent position to have. However toxic that sounds, or however many negative opinions from an investor's point of view, that is quite a good play. I quite respect it. But yeah, no, I definitely think like if you go back and you look at what's happened in Ukraine and the way that's sort of gone, you see people like using Bitcoin as a standard to trade amongst themselves, and I think that's definitely one of them things that they're going to look to when countries start getting really hammered with the tariffs.
I think there's two ways to look at it, right? I think you can look at the financial value, or you can look at the mass adoption long term when it comes to crypto assets. I mean, for me, to be dead honest, I don't look at the price of Bitcoin on a day-to-day basis. I genuinely do not. Steve's been with me. You can back that 100%. I think long term, and I think when things like today's event and when we're talking about tariffs, actually all it does is it drives more people long term into the space, and as a product of that, naturally, you know, the prices of things go up. When we're talking about the top 10 assets,
apart from altcoins, prices of things go up. Apart from altcoins,
you talk about Bitcoin, you talk about Ethereum. Over time they've actually gone up. Maybe not Ethereum in the last couple of weeks, but Bitcoin, time and time again, when more traffic comes into the space, they may go and play with the meme coins, they may go and play with the altcoins, but actually the real money, long term, goes back into the top dog. This, for me, is why countries have looked at making it into a national reserve, actually making it as legal tender, and why personally I am a Bitcoin maxi. I probably get a lot of hate for that, but that's my.
You're not, because you buy other things as well. You're not a maxi. You buy other things as well. You just own a lot. You're just big into Bitcoin. I mean, I'm going to say something probably not so controversial. I think this is the plan for Bitcoin all along.
Yeah, 100%. I just want to throw a spanner in the works.
If anyone's naive enough to think that a magical anonymous person who still holds 5% of the supply across various wallets, and all these big asset managers and companies are now buying it and adding it to their books. Would Larry Fink really just go and buy something that some random guy made in his bedroom?
Probably. Guys, I keep forgetting we need to give away some money. I'm going to tweet it now from the Bitget wallet account.
Hold on, let me just get my wallet.
Yeah, get yourselves ready. Head on over to the Bitget wallet account. It's getting posted in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm also going to pin it here to the screen so you get a fair chance here, and post it in the comments for YouTube. Okay, there we go. Show. Everyone's got a chance there. Fair chance. I'm going to leave that on the screen for 2-3 minutes. Sorry to jump in. Over to you guys again.
I was covering my face up now.
I just wanted to play off what you said there, Sussex Trader, with obviously no one knows the founder of Bitcoin and that this is a plan all along. To me, it's a mass onboarding event. We've seen it with multiple different projects. We saw it with Elon and Dogecoin. This is that 2.0, but for the whole market. Elon isn't standing there with Trump for absolutely no reason at all, other than he wants to help the US. There is a financial backing of that as well, on both sides. And
I think it's naive to think that Elon just wants to help the US.
Yeah, I think
there's definitely gains in there for himself.
But
I don't think it's just there to make everybody's lives better in America.
I think this is definitely a mass onboarding event, especially on sort of the global scale, especially including the political side of things, and that is why I'm quite heavily bullish. I understand, they want to liquidate a lot of people and bring that price rocketing down. But if this does, we saw it happen the other day when he announced that he was going to do it. Bitcoin jumped from what 77k all the way up to like 92k in the space of 24 hours, which is ridiculous movement. Obviously, it's nothing we haven't seen before, but in that span of time, based off of a tweet and announcement on in politics, you can only imagine what this is going to happen, this is going to bring, especially when you sort of look at the EU, China actually getting back into the market properly, looking at a world scale. 7% of people hold crypto, which is mad to me. Still like 7%, I think I read on the statistics, because I was like, I'm gonna have a little look, because at one point it was like 4.9%. Now we've only increased like 2.1% over the past sort of 3-4 years. So I'm just excited to see what the next year is going to bring and how that percentage actually rockets.
I'm getting told off here by the back end. Of course, that last token drop was supplied by my good friends, and I'm going to drop it up here now in front of us. That was a big slip by me. That was the first error I have made this live stream. Bitget Wallet's official meme coin, of course, is Meow or Mao or Don't FOMO. I don't even know how you say it. Don't FOMO in is the key words that you need to check out. This is our official meme coin. Those tokens were brought to you by Don't FOMO in, Don't Meow. This is our, of course, official mascot. Thank you very much for dropping on by and, of course, donating the airdrop to us today for our viewers. We're going to have a lot more of those tokens coming up throughout today's session. Sorry, guys, to jump in on that. I can see Crypto Godwin is back. Welcome back, Crypto Godwin. It's a pleasure to have you back here with us. We've got a very diverse crowd in today, so thank you very much. I'll get that off your face. Okay, cool. So we're about 32 minutes away from Donald Trump actually speaking at the world's first, the very first crypto conference at the White House. This is history. This is unprecedented. What's the chances we're going to see this in other countries around the world? Who wants to take that on first?
I think so. I think this is the moment in history. This is going to be the changing moment for. You say 8% only owns crypto right now.
6.8.
This is going to be, the day that everything changes. I think. Like Steve said, it probably will pull back by the rumor, sell the news, but yeah, long term bullish. And I read some. It would be in the comments said that Trump's Satoshi. Trump is Satoshi.
No, it's not.
Somebody said that in the comments. I would just. You can go down a spiral, but I don't think we'll ever find out, because soon as we find out, that's for me, that's not bullish at all. That's not bullish. But the fact is, PayPal and Elon Musk and stuff like that. It sounds interesting to me that other people think this was the long-term play of the USA. This is the long-term play. I mean, God knows how the knew that Trump was going to get in. But could it be the long-term play? I don't know.
That comment's just savage there. Did you see that, John?
What's that?
Just these comments on the bottom about your accent. That's not fair.
We are going to get the comments up.
Yeah, no, don't worry. My accent.
I see these. Where are these comments? I want to read them as they come along.
We can start getting them up.
My wife's. We've been together for 13 years, and she still don't like the way that I talk.
Well, I tell you what, John. If they don't like the way you talk, perhaps now is the perfect time to let everybody have a 2-3 minute break and listen to how you sing.
It's even worse.
Yeah. Give us a little vocal.
This is good. Honestly, everyone get ready for this. Speak to you in 3 minutes.
John Crypto Enthusiast. Do big things or do nothing at all. Tonight, we're believers in this digital gold in the sky. We'll be as one, we'll hold along. They can't hold us down. We are strong. They say we're old, but they'll come around. We'll stand our ground. Tonight, we're dreamers. We're leaving this world behind. Tonight, we're believers in this digital gold in the sky. Digital gold in the sky. Digital gold in the sky. This is your sign that this is your time. If you're hearing this now, tomorrow shines. Leave yesterday behind. There's an opening in the clouds, and it's beaming down. Tonight, we're dreamers. We're leaving this world behind. Tonight, we're believers in this digital gold in the sky. Tonight, we're leaders. We're leading the world this time. Tonight, we're believers in this digital gold in the sky. Digital gold in the sky. Digital gold in the sky. In the sky.
Well, John.
Digital gold. Oh,
What that rubbish? Turn it off.
digital gold.
I mean, the choir on the end. They did amazing. The choir on the end. I just look. I do it for fun, and that's what it all were about. I don't sing. You obviously can see the industrial auto tuner that they needed to bring in for me. But honestly, guys, you know, I think it's an anthem. See how I've read it gone. But it's. Do you know what? Thanks everybody for the some good comments there saying it were a good song and stuff. So I mean, it's gonna be out to stream in a couple of weeks. So yeah.
Can we get a Christmas version of that, please? Yeah, I had that vibe. You know what I mean?
Well, gold.
Yeah, just wait. When you got the old eggnog, mate, and a couple of mince pies, and you're sitting there in front of the fire, that's what you need playing. When your bag's up, you know, markets are green, and you're sitting there, and you're just like, yeah, this is it. So it's that.
Is that how it made you feel? That's good, because that's what I want. I want people to go, we've been in it for a while, and do you know what? I was right. And that's why I made the track. It's because, you know, I'm finally right. And it's Bitcoin, and people's coming to me and going, do you know what, John? Actually, you know, because in 2021, I have, you know, friends go, you're crazy. You're crazy going into Bitcoin. And now they're saying, how can I get in? How can I get in? How can I do this? And I'm like, I'm right about this. And that's incredible. And every single person out there watching is right. You know, they're here. They're making friends in crypto because this is what it's all about. It's not about up and down charts. Well, it is, but it's about like the community is made from crypto, and you don't have this in any financial. I mean, you don't go out and talk about the pound, do you, with other people? You go, oh well, it's
I
too
do.
expensive. But you know, this is this is why like I've started this blog, and you know, I've got this one, MPCS, Power of the Community, and it's about bringing, you know, everybody together thinking one thing. You can be an aeroplane pilot, or even somebody from China, or whatever. Anybody can come in, think one thing, and just strive for a better future. And that is why I did that song. I've done other songs as well, but really don't watch them.
Jamie, can we play one of your songs next?
Well, we need to get back on track because we've got 23 minutes until Donald Trump is coming in. We love your song, John. We'll probably play it again before the end of tonight's stream. We're going to be here for probably another hour or two, to be totally honest, dependent on how long Trump actually waffles on for. We've just hit 85,000 viewers. Thank you to everybody that has tuned in so far. Let me give you a little bit of a market rundown at time. Right now, live at this very moment, the global cryptocurrency market cap is at $2.9 trillion. That is down 0.65% in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin is at $88,100, and that's about break even in the last 24 hours. Ethereum is currently at $2,181, down 0.3%. XRP is down 3.5% at $2.48. It's stayed pretty stable throughout this stream around that price. So has Solana at $147, up almost 3% in the last 24 hours. Let's have a quick read through some of the comments that we can see in front of us. When is the summit? The summit we are going to be tuning into live in about 21 minutes time. We expect to have Donald Trump here. He's going to be speaking. We're going to be streaming that exactly to you. Then we're going to be giving you some live analysis and commentary straight after it. And of course, don't worry, we are going to be giving you some live gifts. We've still got a lot of money to give away, including the big finale, which is our red packet of $250, which we're excited to actually share with you. And of course, that is courtesy of our good friends over at Meow Token. So thank you very much to Bitget Wallet's official meme coin, Meow. Okay, that's my talking over and done with there. Let's pick on some more comments. Thank you very much to the Pi community for jumping on. Of course, we integrated that into Bitget Exchange and wallets. Let's have a look at some of the other comments. Here we go from Flexing. I can see Danny Legend. Thank you very much for your complimentary thoughts. Nick Crypto is plugging John Crypto Enthusiast's website. I can see Rimbo Slice talking about Captain BNB. And it's interesting because BNB has been a huge feature. We'll come on to that in a minute of the last few weeks, especially with CZ's dog, Broccoli. That was the topic on everybody's lips. FCX has actually had a fascinating comment here saying the Trump crypto fund is selling. Now, this isn't proven. I've not seen this anywhere. I'm just picking up a comment. We'll definitely look at that in a lot more detail. We can see here, we're getting a comment over on Twitter. Guys, pump Trump, pump Trump. We do not have the ability to pump Trump. The only person that has the ability right now to do that is the main man himself, and we're going to hear from him in about 20 minutes' time. I find myself, whenever I get this wig on, I actually do his hand thing, you know, like build the wall, China. And that's
billions and billions.
Okay, Godwin, over to you again, buddy. We're 20 minutes away. This is perhaps, well, for me, I think I don't remember anything like this within the space for a long time, at all. This is unprecedented. A president, the largest, the most powerful president around the world, talking about any form of Web3 asset, let alone holding their own crypto event. How do you feel 20 minutes away from it?
Well, mimicking Trump, he said, you're gonna win and win and win. Well, the thing is that now XRP XRP is gonna spike right here because now guys, like I do normally say, this is no financial advice, and I don't give financial advice. I only advise. So I just open a long position on XRP, and I open a long position on XRP because I'm waiting for the man himself to come with his, with his voice and be like, "We're gonna win so big, you're gonna be tired of winning," because the market is gonna do a spike when that happens. And my good friend here, bro, John, right? So John
Yep.
was talking about buying the rumors and selling the news. Now, anybody who has been in the space over a long period of time kind of understands that that is the name of the game. That is the game we play. Now, I'm just looking for a 1:3 trade here, and the spike is gonna complete that for me. Not too greedy, not too big tonight, and we'll also catch the sells. But as for Trump token, I feel it's still gonna do a lot of moves because the man himself, there's nobody better than the man himself to pump his own coin, like you said, Jamie. So I believe when he goes on stage to start talking, a lot of things are gonna pump because the market is going to react to it, and a lot of people are waiting and hitting that buys already and hoping to catch those big moves tonight. But I think now I speak for myself, but I think if XRP doesn't get past hold on, if XRP doesn't get past $3, if it doesn't get to $3.1, and if it stops at just $3, then we are going to get a sell that will probably come back to probably, let's say, 2.5 then before it could go wherever it wants to go. But that is just what I think for myself. I don't think for people. So thank you very much.
Oh, that's wonderful insights. I think we're about 15 minutes away, by the way, guys. Buckle up. I think we're going to give away some more money right now. Let me get the link ready. Head on over to the Bitget wallet, Twitter, and of course, live stream. If you're on YouTube, you do not need to go anywhere. It's going to appear in the comment section. Let me just get that done. This again, let me check which token this is. This is USDT. This time I can't forget. I'm not going to get told off by the back end team. I can't forget, this is just USDT. Get yourselves ready. I'm going to get the tweet ready right now. While we're doing that, John, do you want to give us any insights as to what we're expecting in the next 15 minutes?
Well, a lot of excitement. A lot of excitement from me, definitely. I mean, this is honestly, the day. The day. I think so. I couldn't be more bullish about today. It's an unprecedented time. We're not going to know what's going to happen to the market. We can only speculate. And my idea is bullish all the way. Bullish all the way. I'm looking forward to going tomorrow to my granddad's house and him seeing on the news that Bitcoin's been splashed all over the news, and he'll be like, "Oh yeah, you talk about that Bitcoin, don't you?" And I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. All the good news from this summit, all on the news. And my granddad saying, "Wow, you talk about that Bitcoin, don't you?" So yeah, I'm so excited. But yeah, the next 15 minutes is going to be good as well.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I mean, just to be clear to everybody in the audience, keep hitting that retweet button. We're just about to hit 90,000 viewers across Bitget Wallet, Bitget Exchange, and both YouTubes and Twitters. So thank you very much for tuning in. We're going to continue giving away money. We're going to continue bringing you the latest news and insights, having a bit of a fun, having a bit of a laugh. It's coming up to midnight here in Dubai. I know it's late as well for Godwin and the two guys where they are in the world. So thank you very much for your time, guys, for giving it up for us this evening for the wider community. Over 90,000 people have tuned in so far. So thank you very much to everybody that has tuned in. Perfect.
Amazing.
Okay, I'm going to remove that from the screen so it's not covering Godwin's face. And I'd like to come back to you, Brad. Tell me a little bit about your crypto journey, where it's at now. I'd like to know, I like to learn about people, not from the past, but like, what have you been up to for the last year or two? Like, tell me your thoughts, where you're up to now, and how does that impact where we're going to in the next year, maybe 2 years? Because I know this isn't your first bull market.
Yeah, no, this it's definitely not my first bull market. So I'm going to give a bit of background anyway, because it sort of connotates to where I've sort of ended up. So I started in 2019, where we actually saw the Doge pump. That's why I refer to this event as a mass onboarding event. So obviously we had Elon Musk on SNL and give his mum Doge for Mother's Day, and we saw that chart tank like anything. And I ran down to about, oh god, if we're talking actual money, I went from about $2,500 down to about $100. So I decided to branch out when Jamie was very, very, well, I wouldn't say very early, but like rather early. We sort of started talking through sort of TikTok and other social medias, and I started to learn more about DeFi. I quickly bought that up. I made decent amount of profit, and then it sort of hit the bear market just after what 2021. Through COVID was sort of rough financially for everyone. Still held a bag. I DCA'd for a very, very long time. And then last year hit. I didn't listen to myself, put myself in a very poor position, and now I am back up at pretty much the same position that I was last year. Still DCAing, but more of a better position, I'd say, especially for this market. But I'm holding some very, very good decentralized finance projects, very, very early projects, which I 100% believe are going to do significant numbers. That's based off my experience. I still hold a few blue chips like Solana, XRP. I think they're the only real blue chips that I hold at the minute. However, I am looking at grabbing a bag of HBAR purely because it's been poised that obviously ISO 20022 is coming into play, replacing the Swift banking system. Well, not replacing, but the update to the Swift banking system, which I think is very bullish. So my main focus at the minute is Solana. I love Solana. I do agree with John's comment from earlier. Jono, oh god, I'm useless at reading and I'm useless at remembering names. Just remember Jamie's. I'm kidding, but yeah, I definitely think that the meme coins and DeFi is very, very wild west right now. It's an all you can eat buffet for rug pulls. The markets are just not what they used to be. Devs just do not want to show their face anymore, do not want to be associated. I think a lot of influencers are being silenced around this sort of agenda at the minute. I think Europe and stuff like that are very trying to suppress us down to sort of silence the crypto industry before they adopt crypto. But my personal life, I'm an air conditioning HVAC engineer by trade. I literally on a daily basis ask people, you into Bitcoin? Do you hold any cryptos? And out of the past year, I've found 4 people. And to me, when people start passing my name around, like on site, because I'm on big building sites with hundreds of people on a daily basis, when I have people coming up, handing me their phone with CMC open and their centralized exchange game, what do you think on this? That is such a bullish sign to me because I remember being that person. And yeah, I definitely, I'm more of a bull than anything. I've always been a bullish individual. I've held moon bags that have crashed. I've made my mistakes. Like I'm very much as I should do what I say, not as what I do person. I like to think of myself as wise, but everyone FOMOs, everyone fades. It's just the nature of crypto. So if you're that individual out there that has made a mistake, do not beat yourself up with it. You make strategic, well-positioned moves, especially at this point in time. I think this is going to be an outrageously bullish event. Obviously, Sausage Trader didn't think so much. Jamie, you're sort of in the same position, but I definitely think throughout the next few months, this is definitely going to hit people's TVs. This is the next thing to slap down on everyone's desks if you're sitting in politics, financial sector, anything to do with trade and finance. It's going to be put across people's desks. And I definitely think if you position well, you're gonna do just fine. Obviously, it's not financial advice, but that's the industry we're in. But yeah, this is to me, the crypto is. I wouldn't say escape from the trenches. I hate that term, to be fair. I think it's a very cool term when you actually look at like World War One, World War Two. I like my history and stuff like that. But in terms of being in the trenches, this is the event that is going to send us over the top.
Yeah, I mean, we're 10 minutes away from, 9 minutes away from that now. I can see a comment from Discipline there that they still like how Trump said XRP, Solana, and ADA. Then an hour later said he still likes Bitcoin and Ethereum. I think the strategy of which he's communicated his plan so far has been a little bit not so great, to be honest. So let's hope in nearly 8 minutes time, we get a little bit of clarity around exactly what it is he's thinking. And before then, we're going to give away some more money. The next lot of money that we're going to give away, we are going to be giving some more USDT away. So get ready for that. Let me just update you on the way that the prices of Bitcoin and Ethereum is moving right now. Bitcoin has actually started to decrease significantly. It's at $87,500. Down 2% actually now in the last 24 hours. And it's important that we do state this fact now, because very often when we've seen Trump speak, it gets leaked slightly before what is going to come. And you see the price movement happen slightly before. So let's pay attention to it. And throughout the stream, I'm going to be updating you in the text function of where things are heading. And good luck with your trades if you're going to be there. With us being around 5-6 minutes to go until the live stream, I'd like to come to each of you quickly. Who is that guy in the wig? I'm Jamie. Don't worry, it's just a wig. I'm still the same guy. I want to come to you quickly, get your final thoughts. Then we're going to go straight live into the Trump, and I'm going to drop a $50 reward to our community. Godwin, I'll come to you first, please, buddy. Oh, I think we may have lost Godwin. Can you hear us there, Godwin?
His mic's
muted.
Muted.
Okay, no worries. We'll come to you, John. We'll get your final thoughts. We're 5 minutes away.
Jamie, can you hear us?
Yeah, can hear you there, Godwin. Yeah, over to you, buddy. Let's go. Final thoughts. I think he's having some technical issues. John, over to you, mate.
My final thoughts. This is a bullish moment. Price action right now obviously shows a downward movement, but you know, is it the downwards before the pump? That's all I can say. I'm excited. This is world changing tonight. If anybody thinks anything less, I think they're crazy. I think this is a really, really big move.
I mean, you sound extremely excited. Like I say, we're 5-6 minutes away. Make sure you are retweeting this. You're sharing this. We need to get everybody watching this. All eyes on Donald Trump in 5 minutes' time. I'd love to get your thoughts. Quickly, summarize it very quickly for me there, if you can, please, Brad.
I think mass onboarding event, mass adoption on another level, more like politically based adoption. I mean, I still, even though I come across as a major bull, still have my reservations. If you're worried about price action, set a stop loss. But I believe the downwards movement is definitely a bear trap. And I think some stage over the weekend, moving into next week, we're going to see some relatively bullish news coming with ETFs and the SEC court cases.
It's absolutely fascinating, isn't it? Godwin, can you hear us okay? Have you managed to get your signal back?
Yeah, I can hear you. Well, one thing I gotta say is Trump is a marketing genius. He's been a marketing genius right from the days when he was handling Fred Trump's business in Brooklyn and moved it to and everything. And this is mass onboarding at its peak, and I don't think nobody had the balls to do this. So we're just gonna be fine. Crypto is going mainstream. Fine, but we're just gonna be okay.
I think you're right. This is absolutely a mass onboarding exercise, potentially. We are very much dependent on every single word that the man says. It's going to be fascinating. Slight risk. Welcome. You can 2 minutes to introduce yourself. Share us your thoughts on the space. make sure you please unmute yourself and say hello to him. Oh, we've just lost him. He managed to jump off. He must have bottled it there. I don't know what happened. Jamie at Social Manager, they're not anywhere on your speakers. What do you mean there, buddy? What's that say? Jamie, Social Manager, they're not any more name on your speakers. Yeah, we're all here. My name is Jamie. We've got John. We've got Brad. And of course, then we have the fabulous Crypto Godwin. We're here. Don't worry. We're here throughout it. We are 3 minutes away. I think now is the time to drop one more box or one more red packet just before we go live. Now, stay tuned. Straight after Donald Trump speaks, we're going to be dropping a red packet worth $250. So retweet, share the spaces. The tweet for this red packet has just gone live. I'm also sharing it on the screen right now. There we
Brad's
go.
Getting
Okay.
hyped. Brad's getting hyped to there. I saw it. Ready to go. Ready to go.
Okay, guys, so I just want this chance, I just want to say thank you very much to all of our guests. You're more than welcome to stay and watch this with us. I hope that you do, but I'm going to mute everybody's mics. I'm going to let the main people start to do the talking, and then we're going to buckle up and hope that this is going to be a bullish, exciting moment. Enjoy it. Strap in, everybody, and let's go.
Have to stop it today. We have to stop it because it'll do irreversible damage to our country and to so many people. Science is not just about maps. It's about so much more. It's about saving lives. Science is about making sure we can build a strong economy. And science is about making sure that we have a prosperous future for every single American, including our kids. We have to save science. We have to stand up for science today.
So just that
Now,
people
they're
know,
making
this
these
is the
cuts
Science
in the
Summit.
name
In the
of
next 2
government
minutes, they're going to
efficiency
cut straight
and
into
getting
the
rid of
Crypto
race,
Summit.
fraud, and
We are
abuse.
here in the right place. Retweet. We're going to be
If
sharing
that's your
boxes,
goal,
sharing
then
red
science should
packets,
be the last thing
analyzing
that
this
you cut.
live. Let's
The
get
absolute
everybody
last
on
thing
this.
that
We're
you should
just
cut.
about to surpass 100,000
A
live
dollar
viewers.
spent,
Let's
a
go.
dollar
Let's go. Come
invested
on,
in
let's get the
science
energy in the
gives
chat.
us $10 back, $20 back, because it's the best investment you can make in our people and in our country. It's what makes our country great. Science is what makes our country great. And so we have to fight this. But I'll tell you, they're cutting. They tried to fire the people that keep our nukes safe. They tried to fire the people that keep Ebola under control. They're trying to fire scientists, innovators all across every single agency. They don't know what they're doing, and they don't know the cost of what they're doing. We have to stop it. But I know that you know that. But we need to let the people who are not here today know that too. And so that means we need to make sure we call every single person who's not here today, every single legislator on both sides of the aisle, and let them know that we will not stand up for this. Are you with me in that fight? Then let's get to work today. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you.
Make sure you are dropping comments. I'm going to be putting the best comments on the screen as people talk. We are 2 minutes away now, less than 2 minutes, I believe, until Donald Trump takes to the stage. And this is a historical moment. The world's first crypto event at the White House. Incredible.
Quick shout out to the sign that says, "Fun science like your life depends on it," because it does. Oh, I know you. Oh my gosh, hey, what's up? It is my pleasure to introduce Connor Phillips, a research fellow at the NIH.
But it's something about this joint right here.
There, he studied treatments for children with cerebral palsy and broader questions about how learning happens in the brain. He received his bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering at ASU, Arizona State University, where he developed robot-assisted therapies for children with cerebral palsy. Please join me in welcoming Connor Phillips.
Thank you all for being here today. As you heard, my name is Connor Phillips, and I'm a proud member of UAW 2750, the Fellows Union at the National Institutes of Health. Yeah. As you've heard today, the health of Americans is tied to our investment in biomedical research. When science thrives, we all thrive. And I am living proof of that. You may not see it at first glance, but I have cerebral palsy. My mother went into labor more than 3 months early, and the treatments that helped ensure my survival were made possible by NIH-funded research. Just 4 years before I was born. Without that science, I might not be able to walk. I might not be alive at all. My very existence is a testament to the power of NIH research and the lives it transforms. That's why I chose to dedicate my life to science. Yeah. At the NIH, I've worked to develop new therapies to improve the lives of other children with cerebral palsy. Now, I'm advancing our understanding of the brain. I hope to give back to the institution that gave me my health. But because of so-called efficiency cuts imposed by the Trump administration, I am forced to stop this critical work, even as an unpaid volunteer. It begs the question, how does stopping ongoing research make our government more efficient? How can these cuts be driven by fiscal responsibility from working for free? These cuts to NIH funding aren't just numbers on a spreadsheet. They're life-threatening. They mean people with cancer go untreated. They mean those with Alzheimer's will continue into cognitive decline. They mean families suffer. These cuts are a means to steal from the health of Americans to provide tax breaks for the rich. We cannot accept this. We must stand together for the health of our nation. To those listening across the country, I challenge you to stand up for science. Call your representatives and demand they protect NIH, the foremost biomedical research institution in the entire world. This is a fight for lives. Lives like mine, like yours, like those we love. And when we fight, we win. 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 Thank you.
We are waiting for the main man himself with a similar haircut to me to jump on the stage, and maybe change the landscape of crypto. Who knows? Keep the comments coming in. Going to be popping up on the screen.
Why are people standing for science? To fund our research and fund our futures. If we don't fight for science, who will? And lastly, this person is standing up for science because they lost their mom to a cancer 10 years ago that now has had a successful clinical trial that can cure it. We need science. This next speaker, I'm delighted to introduce Dr. Nate Brott, who is the former director of the NIH Executive Secretariat. He recently spoke out against the current attacks on science, standing up for the NIH's mission and against orders that ran contrary to years of NIH research and findings about sexuality and gender. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Nate Brott.
I am just waiting. I'm waiting for official confirmation. We are a couple of minutes still behind. I believe that Trump is slightly delayed. In the meantime, I think we'll continue to just wait and watch this because it will instantly switch screen and bring it to us.
First, let me thank all of you for being here to support this worthy cause. Second, allow me to thank the organizers for Stand Up for Science for allowing me the opportunity to speak. Contrary to what JP just said, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a researcher. But I appreciate them allowing me to speak anyway. I certainly do not feel worthy to share the stage with luminaries like Francis Collins and Bill Nye the Science Guy. My name is Nate Brought, and last Friday I resigned my position with NIH via a resignation letter I submitted to Matt Memley, posted on LinkedIn, and which was published in the Washington Post yesterday. My career started on a pair of yellow footprints on Paris Island in July of 2001. That journey took me to 3 separate continents. During my career, I found myself in Iraq, tracking and eliminating terrorist targets. I found myself at Fort Meade, Maryland, battling the proliferation of nuclear weapons and tracing terrorist financing. I found myself with the dubious.
I'm getting a little bit fed up of listening to these guys talking. Should we just wait for Donald Trump to come up? I think we should drop another box, another red packet, and just sit back and kick back for this. I can't listen to this for much longer. We just want to hear the main man talking about crypto. This, we see B here in the comments talking about wanting a Bitcoin. We are waiting here for Donald Trump to jump on the stage and talk about crypto. And we're not going to hear just to talk about science streams like this. I don't know what's going on. I'm just watching other streams to make sure we're not missing anything. We are absolutely not missing anything at this stage. The moment Trump goes live, we are absolutely going to go live to it. I think it's time to give some money away. If you could just give me a little bit of filler time here, John, spread some love, share your insights. Let's go. You're muted there, John. Try now, buddy.
Is that better? Is that better?
Got you.
Good. Yeah, I were a little bit sick of listening to that. Obviously, we need science, but not their kind of science. It were a little bit draining. But this is a great live stream that we're doing. We're just bringing everybody together in chat. I've read every single message, and everybody's so hyped about this. This celebrate. So it's a celebration tonight. This is like Bitcoin's birthday. That's how it feels. This is like a reborn. I know Brad's laughing, but it's like I've read every single message, and it just seems like everybody's bullish out there, and it's great. There's a lot of pie in as well. They have a lot of support over at Pi, and I know that MPCS is in as well. They're out supporting me. They're always in support of John Crypto Enthusiast, the MPCS. So, I mean, completely bullish about tonight. I think his first words will tank the chart. But then, yeah, like Brad said, how can you not be bullish over the next few weeks, few months? Possibly, I think that this bull run's going, into 2026 now with all this. This excitement, especially with China relaxing over the bans that they always do, I mean, we always said every single month, China's banning crypto again. I remember them times. China's banning crypto again. And it's come out over the last couple of weeks. They're relaxing again, and China's a big market. China's a big market, and if they flood in as well, I think we're on to 20. Obviously, look at the crypto cycles and make your own choice. We usually have a 4-year cycle, and people are saying that we've got 6 months left or whatever. But how can you not be bullish long term into 2026? You know,
I mean, we've
I'll
got
be
a great
speaking.
question there, though, in the community, though. Sorry to jump in, but
Yep.
will we ever have a bear market again? What do you guys think?
Definitely.
100%, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I definitely think. I mean, we talked about super cycle. Everyone has discussed the potential of a super cycle. I think if it's going to happen, it's going to happen now. Of any point in time, we're looking at. If you look at COVID-19, that is the key turning point for digital finance. The movement into obviously Apple Pay, Google Pay, actually the mass adoption of paying through an NFC chip was ridiculous. I mean, I remember when my old man, he was like, oh, I'm not having that contactless in my card. Now everyone's boop, 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 boop. And this is the point we're at, is when these things actually move into crypto, and you can use like, I don't know, like your hardware wallet, and you can trade it like it's cash, and moving forward on that perspective, I don't think we will get to them sort of days anytime soon before it's like safe as such. But I definitely think like we're looking at a ridiculously mass adoption event. This is going to be on everyone's TV screens. This is going to be literally you'll be sitting in your cafe next week if you go for a cup of coffee with the missus or something, they got the news on. You are going to see it there. It is. We talked about crypto.com. Anytime someone types in crypto, it's there. Obviously, they had, I can't remember what the stadium was called for the life of me, but they basically owned the stadium. They're advertising almost every football match. It is that, but on a 10x scale. Like, there is no way of avoiding it. There's going to be no way of avoiding it. It's here to stay, and that is it.
I think it's time to give away some money. It's time to tweet another Meow voucher and Meow token. Hit that retweet button. I'm going to tweet it in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And it's also going to be on the live stream right now. A big thank you to our partners, of course, at Meow. Of course, Bitget Wallet's official meme coin, doing amazing things within the space, educating people around the dangers around Web3 assets and crypto assets in general. And it's fascinating to see exactly how the community is developing over time. We are starting to see some images coming out now from the crypto summit, but we are still waiting to hear from the main man himself, Donald Trump. At the moment, it looks like a load of people in suits stood around a long desk. We're just waiting for that to come into fruition. Brad, what are you looking at right now within the markets in terms of tokens? Like long term, are you going to be buying and holding? Like, where are you at with things? And when we're looking at this guy with the mohawk, when are we going to get rid of him? And when are we going to get someone with a good haircut like me?
I definitely think you can pull off a mohawk, Jamie. But looking at it, I mean, I love technology. I've always built computers. I've always been interested in phones, VR, moving forward with that sort of section. I am definitely a Solana maxi. I would definitely XRP and Solana, two of my most favorite blue chips out there. I'm edging towards HBAR because I've had a few leaks of different platforms that they're integrating with, and if you go and do your research, you're going to find out some very interesting things. But yeah, no, Solana, obviously you got their Seeker phone that's coming out, bringing Web3 directly to your hand, which I think is incredible. Obviously, it's going to be a crypto maxi device, but in the longevity of things, if this starts making it into like, you know, the retailers out here like Currys and stuff like that, if it starts making it into them stores, what's to say that anything is going to stop Solana? I think it's going to really press Ethereum, if not flip it. I don't think Ethereum is going to. I just genuinely, in my point of view, I don't think it's going to survive as long as everyone thinks it's going to survive. I think that it's sort of like there's more scalable options. I definitely think the Ethereum Foundation have pulled some dodgy strings over the years, and it's not my top pick at all. In regards to ADA, I mean, Charles Hoskinson, I don't really like the geezer, but I think he's got his heart's in the right place, but he just fuds his own project too hard. but that could most definitely change with this upcoming news. Sui, I definitely think's very up and coming. I think Ondo is going to do ridiculously well. But then you've also got to look at ISO 2022. Although we mentioned HVAR and we mentioned XRP, I definitely think Quant is in for a good run. And it's a very interesting chart to go and watch, actually, because it's ranged from about $50 all the way up to about 120, which is literally what a 2x potential. Looking at what everything else has done, you're looking at 6x's. Ethereum, I remember it was down at like not Ethereum, XRP was down at like 40 cents when I was buying it. And now you look at where we are there, we're 4x up. Still, at this point in time, everyone's crying because we're down, but we're not down, we're up. If you bought when you meant to buy, you wouldn't be in a poor situation right now. So I definitely think time in the market is a very good teacher. But I really like the way Sui's going at the minute, and yeah, Quant is very interesting because we're going to need a middleman for ISO 2000.
Just crossing off all the ISO 2020 coins that you've mentioned so far. Has he got all of them, John? Did he get all of them? Anyone else on ISO 2020?
Oh, I thought I was muted all that time. You had me panicking then. I was like, I've just gone on a splurge.
No, it would good except the Ethereum. Very controversial, the Ethereum thing.
I've just never really liked it. The gas fees are always ridiculously high. It's just pulled me away from it. I used to do a lot of OpenSea NFT projects. I used to deal with a fair bit of DeFi, but for people that are sort of like, I don't know, because I've got a fair bit of capital in crypto at this point in time. But when I was dealing with Ethereum, I was playing with a couple of $100 at a time, and it was just rinsing my bag. You know what I mean? It's a very if you've got a significant amount of money that you're playing with, then it's definitely something you can do. But it's just not for me.
I just don't think
Ethereum.
I thought to ask a question though. So when in April of 2023, when Solana went down to $7, bro, how were you feeling? How was you feeling like around that time?
What with Solana being down at like $30? It went down to it hit stupidly low.
It went down like $7, and I remember I had bought a lot of it when it went down $7. But I just want to know your thoughts. Like, how are you feeling? Because you're Solana master, you really believe in the technology. So, what was you feeling like?
Yeah, I mean, Solana has always been known for being reasonably slow when it comes to really high volume. It's when I saw it down at them levels, the way I've been in the market for a fair amount of time, I've watched things go from like significantly high $1 billion market caps down to like, we're talking tens of billions down to like 1 billion, then being suppressed, and now they're in like the top, I don't know, they're in the top 100, but they're significantly down. I definitely think it is.
As soon as we see it rolling there, we'll have it.
Sorry, Brad. We're just going to have to.
Are you right?
Like I was saying, had a
you saw the Oval Office
currency event to talk about the US
Jamie's office.
Holding
the Oval Office, Jamie's office.
And so we'll
he's got worse hair. He's got worse hair.
Today, talking about tariff wars and
for those tuning in now, we are giving away a $250
down close to 400 points.
Red packet as soon as possible. Sit tight. We're going to be giving it away
in the green. So
just taking a picture of you in your Trump outfit, my wife,
this shot, and as soon as they play it out for us in full,
I just want to
see you on live now.
The images coming live from the office.
Again, President Trump, in just moments, going to be signing an executive order establishing a White House task force for the 2026 FIFA games.
Yeah, I was going to say, why is Gianni Infantino
obviously, parts of the U.S. will be hosting that, and again, we will be providing coverage for you on the
head of FIFA
in just moments. In the meantime, keep you out in Washington, D.C. for the Stand Up for Science event.
Prevention work is a team
Yeah, forget about it.
Time rugging us, guys.
And
They're
so
time
I
rugging
want to
us.
thank all of our federal partners.
I just
whether
want
they
to
are scientists,
say, like, how
laboratorians,
perfect
funders,
time
administrators, grant
this
administrators who
night
make it
is,
possible for us
because
to do this.
I mean, we've just had over the last 2 months. I don't know if you've seen the news that, especially on payday, a few of our main banks have stopped transactions on that day over the last 2 months. So the run about that it's to do with transactions and how many transactions on the day, and how can we get this is the news, how can we get over that and stuff, and I'm shouting at the TV screen, blockchain technology, that's it. So it's actually perfect that this is on tonight, because we've just had 2 months of not being able to use our cards on payday. So
I've never had that happen to me.
no.
I do want.
Oh,
No.
I do want to say
What
something,
dodgy
though.
banks are you
Yeah.
using?
no, Halifax were down. All sorts.
Barclays.
Yeah,
Halifax
yeah,
were down.
Barclays. Down. Do you like the?
I do want to say something for the degens, right? So
I'm
I'm a
listening.
degen, and I want to say something. I want to say something for the degens, right? So I'm a degen, and guys, normally when things like this happen, you got Jupiter acting cray cray, you got Radium acting cray cray, but there is Jupiter and Radium in the Bitget wallet app. And why am I saying this? Now I'm saying this because a lot of tokens that have been launched before are going to be front run. There's something called like a front run and on CTOs, right? So a lot of these tokens can be swapped directly on our app. I don't want nobody going outside to swap nothing. And I'm swapping right now my Solana into a lot of tokens that I believe are going to be front run. And I'm waiting. So I'm opening long positions and I'm front running tokens. So let's see what happens. This night I can't sleep. It's really an amazing night. So for the DJs though, stay safe.
Definitely, if you're getting in now, especially on the degen side of it, I mean, this is exciting. This is really exciting. This is where you're going to see lots of volatility. So
Volatility.
yeah, volatility.
Sorry,
I mean, you're getting a lot of love in the comments there, Godwin. Bullish on you, Godwin. Where is my XRP, bros? He's just said. I mean, what are people's thoughts on XRP? Everybody, I mean, I've got to be honest. I went through years of absolutely hating anything to do with XRP. But now I feel very different to it. And I think that I felt like that because I feel like the XRP community are so in love with XRP. They're so close-minded to everything else. But anyway, that's just my personal emotional issues that I have. But what's your thoughts on XRP long-term? Like, where's it going? Steve, over to you.
Now there's no lawsuit. It'll go up. I mean, it's already ridiculously up from 50 cents, peaking at like $3.20. So yeah, don't be surprised to see a $5 or $10 XRP in the future. But that's if we get this alt season. But yeah, this is a future play, I think. And they're all coming out of their caves now, telling us we were all wrong. Cult is well and truly in session.
FIFA World Cup of
for
2026, which is Johnny, I think you're going to say a few words. Everybody knows this man in the right. He's sort of the king of soccer, I guess, in a certain way. And he was the one that was able to give it to us.
I think we're being baited. He's now talking about the FIFA World Cup.
Making you at home. So
yeah,
I
he's
very
got the
much
head of
appreciate
FIFA
it.
with
First
him.
time
That's
it's
the head
ever
of
been
FIFA
in
next to him.
this part of the world. And it's an honor. Thank you very much, Johnny.
Thank you. Thank you, President. Thank you, President. Well, it is a great achievement to bring
it's
the
time to
World
give
Cup
away some
next
money.
year. The
I'm
FIFA
thinking
World
a
Cup
$250
here,
gift to the
in the
community.
United States.
I want to see us hit 120,000 viewers. We're currently at 114,000. The sooner we do that, we're going to drop $250. There's a red packet. Let's go. It's your opportunity to share this stream.
In the United States
like,
of America.
share,
11
comment.
cities,
Let's get those
12
numbers boosting.
stadiums,
We just
the
hit
best
150K. We can do it very quickly.
Teams
Let's see.
in the world.
We're just waiting.
America will welcome.
We are still waiting.
There will be millions of
for this guy to just come on and just tell us, just pump my bags to $1 billion. That's all I want. I'm not asking
That'd be nice. That'd be nice. We're
You're
all
not
sat
asking for
here.
much, are you, mate?
We're all sat here and being able to retire in 20 minutes.
Imagine.
That'd be good, that'd be good,
Yeah.
I mean, here's a question for you. What would it take Bitcoin or the crypto space to get to for you to just go, I'm not doing this anymore?
I don't know if my portfolio could 10x from here. I wouldn't be working a day job anymore.
Oh, nice. 10x. So what? You'd need a $1 million Bitcoin?
No, I just mean the portfolio in general.
Oh, okay.
Without giving it all away. 10x, portfolio 10x, I would be quite happy.
Nice. I think 10x would be nice and juicy. John, what about you?
Well, I mean, I'm full-time crypto since 2021. Look.
Johnny's already minted. Johnny's already minted. He's got a boat out back.
For me, I will never give this up because like I've said before, it's not just about the price action, how much money you make, and what have you. It's obviously it is, but it is the communities. It's the communities. It's the people that I've met. I wouldn't have met such as Jamie or Steve if it weren't for crypto, and that actually means a lot more than retiring in such a way. I would love to have a 2 or 3 months on a yacht, but apart from that, I'll be back to crypto. Yeah, I enjoy the social side of it too much. But yeah.
Brad, what about you?
To give up crypto, I mean, I love just trading low cap projects. To me, it's not going to take a blue chip that's going to make me retire. It's going to take a very well positioned move that is going to make me retire. But I don't think I could retire crypto. You know, I think it's the fun of it, the anxiety, the stress, not that you enjoy it, but it keeps life interesting. Yeah, like I mean, I'm 100 miles an hour. Like that is it, constant 100 miles an hour, and having something that sort of like can keep my brain going as well is like a bit of fun to me. So like, you know, I was at a point where I think, you know, I hate to admit it, I've done really bad financial, but it weren't. It was. I had like 90% of my complete funds in crypto at one stage, and I've done pretty well. But I don't think I'll be in a position where I'm going to do that again. So for me, this is. I mean, I'm 26. I still, you know, I'm still a tradie. I'm still a construction worker. I still live at home. I know, but like to buy a house in the UK now, bro, it's crazy.
Sorry, guys, to just jump in. Guys, in the comments, Donald Trump is not talking about crypto. He's talking about soccer, football, whatever you want to call it. Don't worry, I've got it on several devices tracking it. The moment he talks about crypto, we're straight in. Sorry to jump in.
That's all right. But to me, like, I think I will always hold and involve myself in crypto. One day, I'd love to be able to do my own project where it's a proper project. You know what I mean? Not like tossing anything on pump.fun or anything like that. That is just not for me. Although we've all gone on there and, you know, made our own dojo or our own Pepe just to see how it works out of interest.
Of course, just for interest.
Everyone dabbles in it. Everyone dabbles in it.
Everybody does it.
I've sat there trying to learn like how to actually like code in a smart, and it just blows my brain every time. But I'd love to be able to get that time to myself to actually be able to do something. Do you know what I mean? So if I had significant funds where I could give up my day job, then wicked. But for crypto, it's an addiction. I think it's an addiction for everyone sitting in this chat. I don't honestly think anyone would give it up.
I don't know. I would quite like a day job where I get to sit in a Trump wig on a live stream. To be honest.
Yeah, same. Yeah,
me too.
Genuinely, live in Dubai.
I mean, Stephen here in the
and
comments
he gets to wear a wig.
Listen, I just enjoy myself. I do it because I love crypto. I absolutely love crypto. Steve knows that more than most people. He spent time with me.
But he didn't talk about it. Do you know what he did? Doesn't talk about it in his private time. and I respect that.
I don't talk about crypto at all and away from work.
No, we just went out and we had a nice meal, cocktails, and I met your family. There you go, job done.
That's it. Keep your life separate to everything else, otherwise it's an unhealthy balance. That's what I found. Anyway,
Come
just seen a comment here.
Infantino.
Godwin, we'll come to you in 1 second. I think Godwin is a little secret hustler on the side. I'm pretty sure he's 2-3x away from putting his feet up and retiring. But anyway, I'm just going to quickly check these comments here. I can see we're going to give the $250 red packet away in a second. Oh, go on, Godwin. Let's hear it. Let's go. You've unmuted yourself.
I mean, I made my own tweets already before now, and a lot of people on my page already. I said it's impossible for me to retire crypto. I can't retire from crypto. So what I would be at the end of the day after making a whole loads of money in crypto, I would be a seasoned investor at the end of the day, and just think of something bigger than hurting myself every day in the chats. Just think of something bigger. There's always a bigger dream when you hit certain milestones. So I'm not retiring crypto, and I'm gonna be doing this shit, and till my dying days. So it's a culture. It's not optional. It's kind of like a culture for me.
I need to be honest. I will probably always trade, but I'll delete all of your phone numbers and just go under a rock and just live my life very quietly. That is just my strategy. I've got to be super honest. Anyway, I can see. Listen,
Thanks a lot.
Savage. Sorry, man, I've got you on Facebook.
Right, okay. Let me just read some of these comments. I can see some of them coming through. I can see Tripscape. Thank you very much for jumping on. Stephen QRT Director. He's asked me to say something for money. Listen, you can't buy me. I am not available for your services.
Buy me.
But I am not afraid to say retardio. I'm not afraid to say it.
I'll say retardio.
I'm not going to whisper, but I don't want anything. I support you. I embrace you. I actually hold you. Good luck to you. All the best. Retardio. There you go.
Oh,
we got John Shameless chilling there. This is what happens when it's midnight. Midnight. My baby is keeping me up night. My baby is actually 5 weeks old tomorrow. I'm not used to sleeping anyway. I live on Red Bull. Yeah, this is life now. I'm used to this. So Trump can take another 5 hours if he wants. And I think that's
we can't
go with.
We can't buy you, Jamie, but can we pay you for the cuddling and the encouragement?
Well, listen, when you say cuddling, it sounds a little bit strange. The encouragement.
That guy gives nice cuddles. That guy gives nice cuddles, right?
I mean, you could throw them on a private party, It doesn't have to be public. You could just throw them a private party, and get a shit.
I can see some comments surprised that I would delete everybody's number. I mean, I don't know why you're surprised at that. I think it's just about being honest. We come into crypto for different reasons. For me, it's about changing my life and my family's life, and that was it. I've been in crypto quite a while. To be honest, I've got myself into a position where I trade. I enjoy doing what I do, and the minute that ends, I'm just going to go and kick back, put my feet up, and that's it. Steve knows me more, I think, than anybody in spending time with me. I think you've got to have your goal. I think where often people go wrong in crypto, they get greedy. If your goal is something, stick to it. Enjoy that process. When you hit that goal, pack your bags, go and enjoy life.
I also think I've met a few people in the space that I knew before they had any money, and some of them have got a bit of money and they've turned into arseholes.
I've always
nobody on this chat included, but there are a few people. There's a few people that've been in crypto a few years that I know that have made a bit of money and have turned into arseholes.
Absolutely, haven't you, Steve? Anyway.
Oh, mate, lethal.
We have heard a few songs today. I just want to give everybody a quick 2-minute break because I think it's come to that point. We are waiting for Trump to talk about crypto. The minute he does, give everybody a quick toilet break, quick drink break. Stay tuned. The minute this song finishes, I'm giving away $250. We're going to scream and shout about it, have some fun, reward the community, and then just wait for Trump to speak about crypto. Enjoy the song. This is not John's song. This is the song about Bitget Wallet. Let's go.
Yo! Main coin, fam. It's Bitget Wallet. Hot picks at me next, let's do our thing. Tools so sharp, we're changing the game. Find the next 1000X, remember the name. Hot picks got the alpha top tier flow. AI meets hype, now your bags can grow. Meme X drops coins as they launch in sight. Solana, ETH, Tron, it's a trader's delight. Wow! Bitget wallet, the place to trade. Tools so smooth, every move gets paid. Real-time gems and liquidity too. Meme frenzy's here, it's all up to you. K-line charts, insights on display. Smarter trades made every single day. Profit in view, let your wallet ignite. Bitget wallet keeps your goals in sight. Yeah! Download now, don't let it wait. Bitget wallet where legends create. From meme coin trends to the trading flow, it's your go-to wallet, let's watch it grow. Download now, don't let it wait. Go! Bitget wallet where legends create. From meme coin trends to the trading flow, it's your go-to wallet, let's watch it grow!
The comments make me laugh every time.
Rug pull the song, someone.
I will play this on my at least we've got summer pre. I've got to be honest. Yes, this is my song. It's not me rapping. This was a $5 job. I think we paid the guy $15, and he's absolutely killed it. I've got to say, it's one of the best songs I've ever heard in my life. Anyway, on that bombshell, let's give away $250. Now, all you have to do is you have to head on over to Bitget Wallet official Twitter. We have currently got 122,000 listeners or viewers that have tuned into this stream. Let me check the price of Bitcoin quickly. I've just been told that it is dumping. It's about to hit 86K or 86,900. I think this is because we've not seen Trump yet, to be totally honest. Let's stay tuned to this. At present, he is 38 minutes late. Alex Mirren, you beautiful, beautiful human being. That's not a song. That is magic. I've got to say, I totally agree with you. It is absolute magic, isn't it? Anyway, let's give away the money. $250. It is about to be tweeted in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody. It's also going to be on the screen here. $250. Don't say I never give you anything. And now we're currently watching a police chase, I think, which is a little bit strange when we're waiting for Donald Trump to come up and clearly talk about crypto. This wig is very itchy on my head, by the way.
This looks like a bull trap to me.
I mean, it's a little bit...
obviously not financial advice, but just looking at it...
yeah, I mean, Bitcoin is dipping hard now. It's down 86,700. Really. Let's see. I mean, XRP is pretty consistent with its price at $2.48. It's Bitcoin now that everyone's got their eyes on. It's dipping very, very hard. So let's see, what the next hour or two have got in store for it. I think it's interesting. This just shows the power that this man has in the markets, right? We see, if he's late to talk about something, the markets react, and the markets are clearly reacting right now. Obviously not with this police chase. We're still waiting for him to come to the stage. But as you can see, he's clearly just wiped nearly 3% off the overall market cap of Bitcoin just in 24 hours in literally 24 hours time, but within being 30, 40 minutes late to talk. I'd like to get your thoughts on the delay. What do you think about this, Godwin? And it's very late for us. I think you're somewhere. Where are you at the moment in the world, Godwin? What time is it there?
It's 9:40. I'm in Nigeria currently, in Africa,
Okay.
and hey, let me show you something real quick.
Oof.
You see what's happening?
Yes.
All right. Now that's Bitcoin, and it's still open because Trump is not speaking yet.
Here we
And
go. Here we
I
go.
feel personally, okay, is it speaking now? I feel personally that it is.
No, come away from it. Yep. Sorry.
It's not gonna dump below $95,300. And if Bitcoin dumps below $95,300, then I think we might just be going to sorry, I said if it dumps below 85,300, then we might be going to 82K. But Trump is definitely going to force a buy in the market. As for the delays, I don't know why. The fun fact is that everybody expected Trump at his inauguration to say the word crypto, and yeah, that didn't happen though. But today we're surely gonna get it, no matter how we wait. So we just have to wait. I made me a cup of coffee, and I'm sitting here. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm gonna be here till the end of this stream, till the end of what Donald Trump has to say. We have to watch the market reactions. So
I mean,
I'm here.
what happens if he doesn't come? I mean, it's nearly 20-1 in the morning here in Dubai. The guy was supposed to speak 42 minutes ago. We're giving away money left, right, and center. When does this end? You can see that the markets are reacting. I can see one of the comments, it's not dumping. Well, arguably, in the last hour, it's down almost 2% Bitcoin alone. So, it is reacting to Donald Trump being late. Saying nothing is very often, as least powerful as actually saying something, isn't it? I'm getting an indication that it's about to start. So let's go.
It's dumping on not very high volume.
I'm going to change stream. We got a better stream. 1 second.
Major opportunity here for, again, if this is being aired, timing is a little bit sketchy because it's 3:40 here Eastern, but it's noon, 12:40 on the West Coast. So maybe there's enough there that we're going to get, enough people that maybe have not what's happening in place where they can actually hear and see the amount of movement that we've, that the industry has made so far. Can you guys remember, just go back 1 year. I mean, we were in a position where we were lobbying the industry pretty heavily. If you guys remember, I mean, we were just going at it left and right here on this channel. And they're panning the video right now. Wow. Quite a few attendees definitely coming in. So what is that in the middle? What is that?
It would be the ultimate troll if that's the football trophy in the middle, by the way. And he doesn't talk about
it. What's he gonna unveil there? Is it gonna be like a big XRP-X? Or no, it's got to be a Bitcoin. Yeah, that's probably what it's going to be, a Bitcoin, something that will commemorate the whole idea. So a lot, but what I was getting at is these guys, and that's the other thing you guys don't get a chance to see here in our newsroom is research team is constantly throwing me stuff. So they're switching cameras, they're dropping in feeds. We've got stuff coming into my monitors here and then up to our single monitors. So there's a lot happening here in our studio as we do these broadcasts live. But one thing that was evident last year when during the, especially during on the run-up, this is pre the Biden meltdown in the debate. And during that period of time, I think the amount of knowledge that was trying to be spread. Okay, so Trump's entered the room, everybody's standing. So that's a big deal. So they should be launching this live here in a second. So they probably just don't want the small talk being broadcasted and aired just yet. My guess is they'll probably turn on the mic here shortly. Yeah.
Can you hear it okay, guys? Just double
So
checking.
yeah,
Here we
he's
go.
just
It's
gone
action
through
time.
Trump. Okay, man, he's showed up. We're going to see some moves here, I think, now. And he's got his 3 cabinet members and the crypto and AI czar right there to the position on what's happening. No audio yet, but we will get it here, guys. Just pause in. Most likely they're going to be bringing it in. All right, so the point that I was getting at is that when you look at just the amount of time that's happened over the last year and the awesome amount of movement that we've had in the markets, not only from Bitcoin's position, but also I think just in general digital assets, because that's one of the factors I think a lot of people lose the bigger side of.
Introducing Tbilisi Downtown, next premier residential complex located in the vibrant center
I'm
of
changing
historic Tbilisi. This exceptional project plans the
How beautiful the World Cup trophy is. Thank you. Yeah, sure, please.
Oh God, it is the World Cup trophy.
Yeah,
The famous key.
that's a great key.
Wow, all the
Well, you
crypto
go
big
ahead.
boys are there. Everybody, I'm going to ask you to
I
mute
trust
your
you.
mics. Enjoy what Donald Trump has to say. Let's go.
New competition called the FIFA Club World Cup. The 32 best clubs in the world with the absolutely best players in the world. And for the first time in history, this competition takes place in the United States. Opening game on the 14th of June,
Right.
obviously, in Miami. Final on the 30th of July this year in New York, New Jersey. But it's not that. It's really special because it's a key. And because, as you can see, if I manage to do that, it's a bit tricky. It's
Wow.
So this is a trophy. It is a trophy which represents, and that's why I think it's interesting to show this trophy exactly in this format, because it represents the past, but it's also projected to the future. There is no other sports trophy which looks like that. It has engraved the history of the game of soccer or football, as we call it, the participating teams of the first edition, the stadiums, beautiful stadiums in 11 cities in the United States of America where this competition will take place. So at the same time, past, present, and projected to the future. And if I may, President, say another 2 words, and then I let you work. I'd like to congratulate the President and the administration for not only for the World Cup, the Club World Cup, the World Cup, and the great work done, but also for this initiative that you are speaking about here. If I may add something in this respect, I'm not an expert at all, but FIFA, as you know, is a brand which is globally known, a very strong brand. The soccer economy in the world is worth around 270 billion a year. 70% of that, Mr. President, is in Europe. So imagine the potential that there is around the world only in soccer if we develop. And so FIFA is very, very interested under my presidency to develop a FIFA coin, to do it from here, from America, and to conquer the 5 billion soccer fans in the world. So if there is anyone here who is interested to team up with FIFA, here we are, together with the United States of America, and we will conquer the world of soccer with the FIFA coin. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That coin, that coin may be worth more than FIFA in the end. It could be quite a coin, actually. Anyway, thank you, Johnny. Great job. I just thought you should see this trophy because it's really, it's the biggest sporting event in the world, and we have it here. And we appreciate being selected. Thank you very much. You do a fantastic job. And welcome to the first ever White House Digital Assets Summit. I know that many of you have been fighting for years for this, and it's an honor to be with you at the White House. I want to thank the White House AI and crypto czar David Sachs, Treasury secretary. This is David right here, in case you don't know. You know David. And the man who's doing a great job as Secretary of the Treasury, Scott Bessent, who's right here. Scott, thank you very much. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, wherever you may be, Howard. Hi, Howard. He's doing some interesting work right now with all that's going on. He's right in the middle of it and doing a great job. Thank you. SBA Administrator Kelly Loeffler. And thank you. SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce. Thank you, Hester. Acting CFTC Chairman Caroline Pham. House Majority Whip Tom Emmer. Representative Brian Stile. Thank you. Brian, thank you very much. Digital Assets Council Director Bo Hines. Good, Bo. Great job. And many other distinguished guests. We have a lot of very distinguished people around the table. Some of them will be speaking. I want to thank Marco Rubio also, who's right over there. And we have tremendous people very interested in this subject. And last year, I promised to make America the Bitcoin superpower of the world and the crypto capital of the planet. And we're taking historic action to deliver on that promise, as you know, around the table. Yesterday, I signed an executive order officially creating our strategic Bitcoin reserve. And this will be a virtual Fort Knox for digital gold to be housed within the United States Treasury. That's a big thing. The federal government is already among the largest holders of Bitcoin, as you know, really one of the largest holders in the world, with as many as 200,000 Bitcoin obtained via civil law and various other forms of law, and including enforcement actions. These existing holdings will form the foundation of the new reserve. Unfortunately, in recent years, the U.S. government has foolishly sold tens of thousands of additional Bitcoin that were worth billions and billions of dollars had they not sold them, but they did sell them, mostly during the Biden administration. And not a good thing to have done. From this day on, America will follow the rule that every Bitcoin knows very well: never sell your Bitcoin. That's a little phrase that they have. I don't know if that's right or not. Who the hell knows? Who knows? Who knows? But so far, it's been right. And well, let's keep it that way. The Treasury and Commerce departments will also explore new pathways to accumulate additional Bitcoin holdings for the reserve, provided it's done at no cost to the taxpayers. We don't want any cost to the taxpayers. In addition, my order directs federal agencies to conduct an inventory of all crypto assets currently held by the U.S. government and determine how they can be transferred easily to the Treasury. Non-Bitcoin digital assets will be held in a new U.S. digital asset stockpile where they will be managed properly. My administration also is working to end the federal bureaucracy's war on crypto, which was really going on pretty wildly during Biden until the election came about. About 5 months before the election, he became a big fan because he heard how many people were in favor of it and how many people love it and respect it. But I guess it didn't work out too well for him. People understood what was going on and paved the way for groundbreaking innovations in institutional finance. Under the Bitcoin administration, regulators strong-armed banks. I mean, they really did. They strong-armed banks into closing the accounts of crypto businesses and entrepreneurs, effectively blocking some money transfers to and from exchanges, and they weaponized government against the entire industry. But I know that feeling also. Maybe better than you do. All of that will soon be over, and we are ending Operation Choke Point 2.0. You know, some people really suffered. It was ridiculous what they were doing, but in the end, they came around, but they came around for the wrong reasons. They came around only because they wanted votes, and they saw that tens of millions of people were against them because of what they were doing. Strong support for the efforts of lawmakers in Congress as they work on bills to provide regulatory certainty for dollar-backed stablecoins and the digital assets market. They're working very hard on that. This is a tremendous opportunity for economic growth and innovation in our financial sector, and will really go a long way. I think it's going to be a tremendous, we feel like pioneers in a way, of tremendous method of growth. And things are very much tied, and we want to keep it that way. The U.S. dollar, long into the future, we're going to keep it that way. I hope lawmakers will send that legislation to my desk before August recess if they can. And they're very much working with you, and you know a lot of them, and a lot of them were committed right from the very beginning. So I just want to congratulate you all for being at the White House today, and a man who knows more about Bitcoin and AI and just about everything else than anybody, David Saxon. I'd like to have you say a few words, David.
Thank you, Mr. President. We're all here today because of your leadership, your vision, and your generosity. And I really want to thank you for that. We're also here because of your desire to make America great and to introduce a golden age in America, including for digital assets. And we're here because of your love of innovators, or as you might say, high IQ people. We know you love high IQ people. And we have about 30 of them here in the room today. These are the top people in the digital asset industry. And one other thing that I think that you love is legal fairness. This is an industry that was subjected to prosecution and persecution for the last 4 years, horrible lawfare, and nobody knows what that feels like better than you do. So we really appreciate the fact that you understand legal fairness and that you're always willing to fight for the right thing, for legal fairness. You never back down. You stand defiant, even in the face of an assassin's bullet. It's an inspiration to everyone in this room, I think. So it's an honor. So I just want to say it's an honor to work for you. It's an honor to work for a president who works every day to get so much done on behalf of the American people. Your administration is moving at tech speed. It's really amazing. It's actually faster than any startup that I've been part of. It's that your administration moves even faster. So I just want to say thank you for having me be a part of it. I've enjoyed every minute of it. I love working for you. And thank you again for this opportunity.
Thank you, David. Very much. Appreciate it.
And now I just want to pass the ball to Secretary Besson.
Scott?
David, so today, when President Trump has signed the executive order to establish the strategic Bitcoin reserve and stockpile, we're going to position the United States as a leader among nations in the digital asset strategy. It's important for the United States to recognize this fact and get ahead of the other nations in the digital age. We applaud the president's direction to use the digital assets already in possession of the nation, and we are going to establish this Bitcoin reserve. We use this authority to augment the asset side of the United States balance sheet. As I've said many times, President Trump is creating assets for the American people, while most past presidents have created debt. And a large part of this asset program can be in digital assets. We are going to end the regulatory weaponization against digital assets. The Biden administration's actions did nothing other than punish innovators. And that all of you have made it here today is really a testament to your fortitude. Much of Treasury's responsibility in this order relates to the tax code and determinations around risk weightings. And I'm here to assure you that we are going to work with the controller of the currency, the IRS, and we're going to rescind and amend all applicable previous guidance. And we are going to put a lot of thought into the stablecoin regime. And as President Trump has directed, we are going to keep the U.S. the dominant reserve currency in the world, and we will use stablecoins to do that. Thank you.
Technology is at the
foundation of the Trump presidency. He understands technology, he embraces technology, and he's going to use technology to drive America forward. The blockchain and Bitcoin technology are a key part of that thinking and embracing that. And here today shows how much a leader the Trump administration and our president is. He understands it, he embraces it. As you said, you're a pioneer in this place, and this is where we're going. We're using the blockchain, we're using Bitcoin, we're going to use digital assets to pound forward, and Donald Trump is leading the way. Can't be more proud of you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Hal. Kelly, go ahead, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. This is truly a historic day, and as a crypto founder, I couldn't be more proud to be part of your administration. You're moving at the speed of tech for sure, and I will just say it's a great day to have the war on not just crypto, but the war on innovation done. And under your administration, we are truly going to enter into the golden age. And I'll just say, as the administrator of the SBA, small business is a tremendous network that crypto can be deployed against. And so the SBA is open to crypto. So I look forward to working with all of the leaders in this room to advance your efforts here. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you very much. Tom, please. Well, Mr. President, I want to say thank you. I want to thank you for the amazing team that you put together. I want to thank you for David. I mean, this kind of a meeting, no one in this room could have envisioned this just a couple years ago. You are the one that has the vision. You're the one that said, we are going to do 21st century finance right here in the United States of America. I've been doing this for 9 years. It is amazing how to you, Mr. President, and your leadership, and God bless you for doing this, because it's going to make a huge difference with everything else you're doing. And by the way, Americans love it. They're going crazy. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Tom. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Go ahead, please.
Does anyone want to say a couple of words? Cameron or Tyler, do you want to?
You're very shy in front
Actually,
of the camera.
Cameron, I think you said something earlier that I thought was really profound. You said that a year ago, you thought it would be more likely that you'd end up in jail than at the White House. Not to put you on the spot, because you didn't do anything wrong, but that was the environment a year ago. But do you guys want to say something? Either one.
Sure, that was actually Tyler who said that. but it's all right.
I still get mixed up.
But yeah, we never thought that we'd get attacked the way we did in our backyard after trying to do the right thing for so many years and always trying to raise the bar with respect to regulations. So it's truly wonderful to see how things have changed and how the pendulum has swung back in the way that it has. And we've always felt that the U.S. should lead in Bitcoin and crypto, and it's ours to sort of lead and win. And it's just wonderful what President Trump has been doing with this, and we look forward to working together. And thanks for inviting us, David, and setting this up.
Thank you. Thank you both. Please.
I was just going to say thank you, Mr. President. Cameron takes credit for a lot of my things I say, so it's not the first time. But the U.S. won the internet, and the U.S. should win crypto. So thank you for your leadership on this.
Thank you both very much. High IQ individuals around this table. That's what I always say. We need high IQ. So thank you very much. Would anybody like to say anything? Please.
I just want to express my deep gratitude for the seriousness with which you're approaching our industry and how you're actually helping guide it in the right direction. I work with many central banks in other countries, and when I was working there, I was wondering why I, as an American citizen, can't help the United States financial system reach this higher level that the world is on course towards generally. And so I'm very grateful that finally there's been a new level of kind of common sense and adoption of these ideas. Me and the other people in this room do believe that the crypto, blockchain, Web3 infrastructure is the next iteration of the financial system. And I think that the US should have its leadership position continue in that new financial system. And I'm very, very happy to see people like David Sachs, Secretary Bessent, Secretary Lutnick taking this very seriously with their time, and very grateful them too. So I'm I'm just overjoyed to see this, and I think it is a big part of how the U.S. can continue its role in the global financial system. So thank you.
Thank you very much. I thought it was very important that we stay in the front of this one. This is a big one. And as you know, China is pushing forward and very strongly as usual, but we're way in the lead as we are in AI and other things, and we want to stay there. So I thought this was very important, and we have some brilliant people sitting around this table. And it's an honor to have you involved, but we want to stay at the forefront of everything. And this is a very important day in your lives. I know you worked, some of you, very long before people really understood what was happening. And so I congratulate you, but this is a big day. Being in the White House is a big deal, and you have great support. Thank you all very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, please. Thank you very much. Thank you, media. Thank you. Please.
Well, just while they've cut the sound off, I think they're going to cut the pictures. First thoughts, guys. I'm going to open up the floor. What on earth has just happened? Let me tell you how the markets have reacted to that, whatever that was. Bitcoin is currently at $85,900. That's a decrease of almost 4% while that speech was happening. Ethereum is at $2,131. XRP, slight dip at $2.43. Solana dipped also to $143. I'd like to get your thoughts on it. Who wants to start us off first? Tell us what you're thinking.
Oh, I mean, Bitcoin, if you just watch that chart, that just dumped significantly for Bitcoin anyway. I definitely think it was a lot of just what we already know. Do you know what I mean? There was nothing really like outrageously bullish. I mean, the charts are dumping. I think they know that it's going to dump at this point in time, because they know the people sitting in that room know how the market's going to react, know how investors are going to react. And although I'm still bullish for it, I definitely think we will see a reversal on the next upcoming updates regarding the crypto summit. So even though it's down, you know, if you're talking buy the rumor, sell the news, this is the time to me.
I mean, what do you think, Steve?
Oh, that was a really short summit. Can you really call that a summit? It was just like a praise of the Orange Man, someone just put in the comments. But yeah, Nick Crypto, who just posted in the a nice NFT, by the way, who just posted in the chat there. They're not going to let it stay at this level. If America is going to start buying or being involved in crypto, they're going to want it cheaper, and the people on and the institutions are going to want it cheaper before they buy in. And also, we're going to see any other big countries front run the US.
That's right. It's going to be super interesting. John, what do you think, buddy? Oh, hey, you got to unmute yourself, John. It brings me back to COVID times. That was my highlight during COVID.
I'm here. Is that right?
That was my favourite part of COVID.
Like
you know, when you did the video calls with your grandma and she forgot to unmute. I used to slide on my knees celebrating that.
That's me.
It was great, yeah. Anyway, over to you, John.
Can you hear me now? So,
yeah,
we've obviously just had a dump because it were the shortest summer I've ever seen in my life, I think. We had some good talkers. The bit that stood out is going to the crypto reserve and managing the reserve. What does it mean about managing? Are they going to be selling? Are they going to be buying? Obviously, they're going to be buying more. They've said. So, what's this managing? That's all that kind of stood out to me. But I think this dump's going to be very short. Going to be very, very short.
Well, it's nearly as short as Godwin's exit and entry back to this live stream. I have a feeling that he went to finish or close his positions. Where did you go, Godwin? Am I correct?
All right, so I really had to check real quick if I have been liquidated, but I haven't. So looking at the fact that the summit was so short.
You haven't sold. Yeah, you
No,
haven't
no.
sold.
It's gonna tank. It's gonna go down. Bitcoin is gonna go down probably before it comes up. So I'm kind of happy I didn't close my position, by the way. So this was a very short summit, one of the briefest summits I've ever seen in life. But I kind of learned something from it, right? So you have to listen to the man when he talks sometimes. Him saying, you know what, I want to make America the Bitcoin capital of the world or the crypto capital of the world. Now, what they're trying to do in terms of saying they want to manage it is that they want to control almost a large portion of the market. So they have money. Now, these people have obviously a lot of money, right? So they want to put a lot of influx of money in the market, now get to manage it and get to predict where the market goes. You understand? And you don't do that with millions of dollars. You actually do that with with trillions of dollars. And they also want to keep a chunk of the crypto in the reserves with the Bitcoin. Now, when the Bitcoin started, let me digress a little bit. So when it started, a lot of people didn't actually believe in the vision and they didn't understand what was going on, right? So now a lot of people held and they didn't sell. Now the government want to buy at the top. Now, for the common retail trader like myself, I'm seeing buying Bitcoin at 100,000. I'm like, why are you buying Bitcoin at 100,000? You should buy it cheaper, right? But for the government, right, they're seeing a much more longer vision, and they're saying that okay, we could buy this now, and probably in the future, a Bitcoin could be worth $500,000, right? So it's still buying at a cheap for them, which what that is going to do, that is going to just bring enough money into the market for us. And that is what he means by buying to control it and to store it and all of that, right? So remember the trillion dollar vision I told you about. So that's what they want to do. It's like buying it's like discovering penny stocks when nobody want to buy those penny stocks, and overnight those penny stocks kind of blow up, and now the institutions want to control those stocks and all of that. So it's like simple maths at the end of the day. So they know what they're doing. So it didn't have to tell. So the worry, there's gonna be the market tanking from my own perspective. But when the market do tank, and that is when the big money is gonna come into the market. So don't money play safe, because this is a game at the end of the day where it's between the smart money and the dumb money, and dumb money is always exit liquidity. So you just play safe in the market. So that's what I think. But it was a very short summit.
I think I want to share my point at this point. I don't think that was obviously
Very
the
short.
That
That's why
wasn't
I'm
the
still on my
entire
short position.
that was not the
Wow.
entire summit. To be super clear, that was the media coverage of the summit.
Jamie, you're rugged.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was just the media part of the summit, right? That was where a group of people.
Those comments are totally sick. They say Jamie is so disappointed he's taking his vegan face stand up. He's not disappointed.
Jamie, carry on, mate. Carry on.
This is my natural skin color. But anyway, let me just finish my point here. Basically, what I want to say is I don't think that was the overall summit, of course. I think you've got to be a little bit foolish to think that it's going to be over in 20, 30 minutes. This is a group of, very influential individuals within the Web3 and crypto space that have come together, in my opinion, to form some form of regulatory group that are going to oversee the way in which the US probably implements crypto procedures, laws, and policy. And I think that will definitely bridge out into not only the rest of the world, but more specifically Europe very quickly. What I do think was very important is the issuance or the assurances around stable coins. Now, we know when we look at BRICS nations and you take a macro, like zoom out into the way that the world is working, there's significant pressures around the world taking currency away from the US dollar, right? You know, that you can see the Saudi pressure, Brazilian pressure, et cetera, et cetera. And let's not even get started on Russia. When you talk about the BRICS nations coming away from the US dollar, actually, if there's one thing that they do very well within the Web3 and crypto space, is the majority of tokens are backed against the US dollar. So I think as an organization or a company or a country in this instance that wants to get a grip of their native currency and take it back to that number one standing, if you embrace Web3 and crypto assets where actually majority of the financial structures are based through or pegged to the US dollar long term, and you actually implement it, encourage it, and strengthen it over time, you get that control back, even though on a macro level, it's trying to be taken away from you at a real political level. I think that from that point of view, it's super interesting. We should pay definite attention to the issuance and legislation around stablecoins. But when it comes to reserves, I think it was notable that they said, actually, then there's going to be no cost to the taxpayer. This means that they're going to be using Bitcoin and crypto assets that they've seized, will continue to seize. And actually, are there going to be initiatives in the future where they can rake back in money? It could be events, it could be structured, it could be actually tariffs, it could be when they tax crypto companies or individuals in the country, they just use that money to buy crypto. The absolute standout for me is that they will not use taxpayers' funds to buy Web3 or crypto assets. So they're going to have to be creative if they're going to build a reserve.
Well, they won't, but don't forget that the states, this will greenlight the states to add cryptocurrencies to their reserves, because obviously states still have their own reserves, and there's nothing stopping them from using their surplus funds, or the same way, anything seized locally could also be put into some kind of local state crypto strategic reserve. There's a load of states that have already flagged and signaled that they want to start adding Bitcoin and Ethereum to a state-like reserve. So,
yeah, absolutely. I mean, let's just be super clear. Bitcoin is at 86,500. The volatility is super high. Let's be super straight about that. But during the time of this live stream, you know, Bitcoin has dipped almost 4%. Ethereum has also dipped almost 4%. XRP is down almost 8% now. So the markets are reacting. I don't think there's any cause for alarm just yet, but we've got to see how the markets react. Remember, majority of the Asian markets are asleep right now. Majority of the Middle East is asleep right now. Europe is getting ready to go to sleep. When they wake up in the morning, they get this news. That is when we'll get the true reflection for this action that we've just seen.
Do you know who I would have liked to have seen there? Cathy Wood, Arcade Vest. I think she's been a major player in the crypto space, especially for the Bitcoin ETFs and stuff. I mean, we did see some big figures there, but I would have liked to have seen Cathy Wood there.
Oh, maybe she's a Democrat.
Maybe she is. But the thing is, because she's a key player in the crypto space, I would have thought she would have. I mean, maybe she's at the other side of the table. I don't know, but I would have.
She wasn't on the list. She wasn't on the list.
I would have liked to have seen Cathy Wood there, especially with the way that she talks so promisingly about Bitcoin.
I'm surprised Jamie didn't get invited, to be honest.
I mean,
he knows.
Trump
knows that Trump knows if he pumps Jamie's bags, he's going to delete Trump's number.
That's it. He's old news, mate. He's old news. I'm a Bitcoin. You know, majority of my money's in Bitcoin, so I just pump that, and then you're out my lives forever, guys. Unfortunately. But what I will say, you've got to understand, these people, they're creating a path or a legacy of which, in my opinion, you know, even though Trump has created a meme coin and all of this nonsense around it, those professionals sat around this table, they've not got margin for error. If they're going to do something, it needs to be right. Otherwise, not just themselves, but their organizations they're representing are clearly exposed to huge risks, right? So whenever they're going to be doing something, everything now is going to be closed door. You're probably going to get a huge document of policy that's issued in a few weeks' time, you know, probably summarizing the conversations that they've had today and probably well after today in the follow-ups from that. Let's see.
I don't think we'll get any clarity for 4 or 5 months.
I can see Broski there with that statement, Jamie holding Bitcoin. He really hoped to quit his job after the summit, eh?
Yeah, did you not think? I mean, things have still got to go through the Senate, and it's not all Trump's decision. So I think you're not going to see really anything clear for 4 months, 3-4 months, maybe 5 months. This isn't a small organization you're dealing with here. It's one of the leading nations by GDP in the world. So it's no mean.
So I mean, if that happens, then we're leading on to 2026, then, aren't we?
4-year cycle's broken.
With good news.
The 4-year cycle, it's done.
Yeah, I mean, I still look at the 4-year cycle Obviously this is a different time
Different
around.
beast. It's been a Bitcoin bull run. We've got all the all-time highs before the halving.
Yeah.
It's got ETFs, bullish news, crypto summits with the president of the United States. I don't see how we can still live and abide by the 4-year cycle anymore. It's broken.
But obviously, we'll still get bear markets and bull markets. But do you think it'll be alongside the the Nasdaq and their bull cycles and bear cycles?
If we believe this institutional money is going to come flowing in, you can't have the 4-year cycle which is driven by retail. We're officially giving the reins to institutions with way more money than anybody that's already in the space has got.
Yeah.
Way more money. I mean, you think of the companies that once they see it's greenlit by people like Trump, you've got people like Apple sat on the sidelines with capital to invest, and all these other big Fortune 500 companies that openly put investments on their books that will now see Bitcoin or crypto in general as a legitimate asset. It's being legitimized by Larry Fink, other big institutions, and now the president of the United States of America has rubber stamped it with the likes of the Winklevoss twins there, Saylor. I think I saw Brian Armstrong of Coinbase there. He was trying to speak. So strap in. But we go down before we go up, so don't get excited. We're going to 70K, boys. We're going to 70K.
I definitely think there's going to be a fair bit of market manipulation until we have that sort of summary of what's actually going to happen and sort of more clarification on the matter. But I still refuse to feel bearish at this point in time. There's too many factors in play for me to I definitely think 70K Bitcoin is really easily possible. Like, it's poised, to be honest. They've got to shake people out. But
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we'll see.
Okay, I'm going to scare you now, John. I'm going to scare you
100 before it goes down.
I'm going to scare you now. 70K, best case. Worst case, 58.
Oh no! Oh no!
I mean, Bitcoin always has up to a 70% retracement from its all-time high. I don't think it's a bad thing long term for that to happen.
I don't think it's a bad thing at all. I don't think it's a bad, but I think it'll go up before it goes down. But I don't know. I might be wrong.
It's hard to read. There's just so many factors that are in play that we can't.
Sorry, Brad.
No one can. Oh yeah. No one can call this market. It's one of them. It's all down to the giants at this point in time. It's all down to Trump's administration to pull the market in whatever direction it chooses. The reins are in their hands, like you say there, Steve. So I definitely think we're going to have a crazy shakeout in the next sort of few hours. I reckon it will probably dump like a sucker, whatever. But I can still see 100K Bitcoin next week. As I'll stand by what I said, 100%. But like I say, you just can't call it. I can tell you the way I feel. I can tell you the way I think it's going to go. But people are wrong all the time. You know, we're human, and we're not posting factors that are about to come. To be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only saying 70K Bitcoin if the weekly candle closes below 89K.
Yeah, I'll see that.
Yeah.
That's only if it might close above it, and then everything I've just said goes out the window, and off we go again. But if it closes below 89K, there is a potential to break down to 70. I'm looking on the weekly time frame. I'm not looking on the shorter time frames. I'm looking at the weekly because they'll want to shake people out. He's given names of what they're going to hold in the reserve. They're not going to make it that obvious. There'll be people going.
No.
There'll be retailers going in, putting their $500 on Coinbase and buying Cardano and buying anything that's American and buying Bitcoin, but the people that control the charts will just push it down.
I do think that they knew this was coming as soon as Trump stepped into administration. So certain pumps that we have seen have been the US actually accumulating crypto. So we might actually see the 100K and they might just dump on us. So it can go either way at this point in time. But I think looking at it, if we even go below 84K at this point in time with this I mean, the sentiment's up at the minute. Like looking on CMC sentiment, community sentiment, we're at 79%. Although that doesn't really mean anything because you just got random people clicking it. But based off of that statistic, I think people are feeling rather bullish, but I don't think that like the big sort of hedge funds and BlackRock and Grayscale are gonna not manipulate us. And I think there's going to be a synchronized dump. I definitely think there's going to be a synchronized dump to shake out the rest of the world, isn't it? Like the EU, China, whoever is really referenced to crypto. There's going to be a mad shakeout. I still think like retail is going to pump the market significantly. But it's
How is retail going to pump this market now? It's a $2 trillion. It's a $3 trillion market and what's Bitcoin's market cap? $2 trillion.
It's a lot.
Yeah, we're at 7%. Well, 6.8% of people hold crypto. If we have another couple of percent added onto that, well, yeah, I'm not talking strictly Bitcoin. I'm talking the entire market. That will kick off our alt season, but I don't think alt season has even kicked off at all. Really, nothing's really made.
Well, it depends what coins. I mean, some people will say the alt season has kicked off, and people who bought Solana at $16 were absolutely.
Oh yeah.
And this is why I want Bitcoin and crypto to just pump, so I don't have to listen to conversations like this anymore. When, to be honest, none of us know what is going to happen. Let's be totally honest.
Well, if that's the case, what's the point in having a live stream, Jamie?
For me, I think the shakeout's been happening because when we had the pump, it's just been going sideways. 109 to 90, 109 to 90, quite a few times. I think the shakeout's been happening. But yeah, I think you're right, Jamie, to be honest.
It's the unknown, it really is. I think there's powers around that table at the summit clearly trying to define the landscape of which they've not disclosed to us, right? So I think the speculation around it, I think something that we should pay more attention to is the key wording that Trump said around America not selling its Bitcoin, around them not using taxpayers' funds to buy more assets. So they're going to be capturing illegally gained assets, storing it, putting it in a vault somewhere, and sitting on it for a long period of time. Yeah. For somebody that's a long-term believer in crypto and Bitcoin, for me, this is exactly what I wanted, to be honest with you, because there's a load of crypto, potentially a load of Bitcoin there, locked up, it's not going to be sold. So when people do come in and continue to sell and buy, suck up all those Bitcoins out of circulation, actually the price in a few years' time will go, crazy.
You're laughing.
For me, I'm talking long-term.
These comments, some people need to realise that wasn't the summit. Guys in the comments, anybody watching, that was just the media part. They're in there now, having a cup of coffee and cake, and they're talking crypto in the summit now, behind closed doors. We don't get to see that bit. We don't get to see that. Kik, can you, before I go, because I've got to go in a minute, John, can you just say no likey for me?
No likey, no likey.
Oh, you did.
I'm not from
These comments are totally sick.
It's close enough.
Yeah, I think what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to wrap up today's stream. I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that has tuned in. At this current time, we have 137,000 people that have tuned in. So a massive thank you to everybody that has tuned in, spent time with us and celebrated everything, all to do, not only with the Bitget wallet, but of course, the wider crypto space. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you very much to John, Brad, Steve, especially Crypto Godwin. And by the way, Crypto Godwin is going to be doing some tremendous things for Bitget Wallet in Africa. I cannot wait to work with him on that and onboard the masses into Bitget Wallet. It's a pleasure to have him joining the team.
Jamie promised all of us a $1 reviewer, didn't you guys?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no worries.
Really? I'm retiring.
Yeah. Send me a letter. Put it in the post, and we'll get that sorted for you. No problem.
Pay us in BGB tokens, boys.
All right.
On that bombshell.
Big love to everybody, right? Big love to everybody, but guys, a lot of you come up here and you just basically watch these streams without catching up with what the community at Bitget Wallet is doing, and that is kind of wrong though, because I don't like that. Even though if you want to take the fact that I'm a marketing guy away, but as a normal human being that I am, it's good to always follow, because we've been up here for almost like 3 hours now. And at the end of the day, you don't know what is happening at Bitget Wallet. You just stumbled on the stream and all of that, and you just came for a quick cash grab. And there is a lot more money to be made than on these giveaways using the app and interacting with the app, because the kind of
get on that Discover page.
And
there's always a lot going on, a lot of social events at Bitget, and that's what impels me to like Bitget and Bitget Wallet. All the social events, meet and greets. It's something that's not other exchanges aren't doing, I think, as much, and it's good.
Right, well, this has turned into the Donald Trump style. Everybody saying nice things about the owner of this event. So let's end it there, guys. Thank you very much for all your support, your love, your generous comments, your time, your attention. You are definitely going to have more of these live streams coming. This week, we are starting our Connect live streams, which is the opportunity for new members of the community to jump on a live stream like this, ask questions. We're going to demonstrate how to use the application, how to maximize it, and hopefully therefore make you more profitable when using the application. Stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for all of your comments once again. We're going to end with John, one of your songs. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in, and let's go.
Enthusiast. Do big things or do nothing at all. We're believers in the digital gold. Let's go. Tonight, we're dreamers. We're leaving this world behind. Tonight, we're believers in this digital gold in the sky. We'll be as one. We'll hold along. They can't hold us down. We are strong. They say we're old, but they'll come around. We'll stand our ground. Tonight, we're dreamers. We're leaving this world behind. Tonight, we're believers in this digital gold in the sky.